Good evening and welcome inside the Budweiser bullpen for tonight's South Division matchup between the Oklahoma Warriors and the Amarillo Wranglers. Hi everybody, I'm Chiarenza bringing you all the action here tonight in what should be a fun and spirited affair between the Wranglers and the Warriors. Two teams that met in the first round of last year's playoffs, met for the first time here last night. Wranglers coming away with a 5-3 win thanks to some big performances from Connor McNaughton and Roman Zap. Last night's game, McNaughton had 2 goals. He's got 3 goals in his last 2 games. He's off and running. So is Roman Zap. He had 2 goals in last night's contest, including the game winner. He now has 2 goals and 1 assist in his last 2 games. And on the blue line, Nolan Gagnon has got himself a nice good point streak going as he's got 4 assists in his last 3 games. He had an assist in last night's contest. So the Wranglers now are on a 2-game win streak. After picking up 3 out of 4 standings points against the Odessa Jackalopes last weekend, they're off to a good start here this weekend in picking up the 2 points last night against the Warriors. They'll look to complete the sweep at home of the Warriors here tonight with another win, although Oklahoma will not make it easy on them as the Warriors coming into this game are 8-4-1. They currently sit 3rd place in the South Division with 17 points on the year. They're 7-2-0-1 in their last 10 games. The Wranglers, they come into the contest with a record of 6-4-1, got 13 points. They sit at 6th in the South at the moment, but you really can't look too much at the standings at this point in the year as the Wranglers have less games played than the Oklahoma Warriors. We get to the Hoser Cup standings, another battle in the Hoser Cup as both teams have their sights set on winning the first ever Hoser Cup. Amarillo now has 2 points with their win over Odessa, and then yesterday with their win over Oklahoma, and they have 2 points in the quest for the Hoser Cup. Odessa has 1 in their win over Amarillo last Friday, and then Oklahoma still looking for their first point in the Hoser Cup standings. Big night here tonight in the Budweiser bullpen as it's guaranteed fight night for Wranglers and wrestling. And I can't guarantee any fights between players tonight, but we can guarantee is that there will be some fights on the ice during intermissions, that there's going to be live wrestling events between intermissions here tonight. And it's a big night because this is the last home game in the 4-game homestand for the Wranglers. After this, they'll head over to Oklahoma City next weekend for a 3-game set between the Warriors. So 5 straight games against Oklahoma. Wranglers opened it up with a win, so they're off on the right foot. But a little bit of a mini playoff series here to start the year between the Wranglers and the Warriors. These teams play each other 8 times this season. They're already going to get 5 out of the way by the end of next weekend. So a lot of games played here between the Wranglers and the Warriors early on in the season. And I said coming into last night's game that, I mean, it's really a good benchmark for the Wranglers to see where they're at this point in the season against a highly skilled Warriors team. I mean, they're the defending Robertson Cup champions. They're the team to beat not only in the South Division but in the entire league, as they have a lot of returners coming back, 11 to be exact, and they have their sights set on defending their title and winning the Robertson Cup once again. So good benchmark for the Wranglers to see where they stand up against one of the better teams in the South Division early on in the season. And so far, the Wranglers have been up to the task. Last night they forechecked very well, got a big game from Connor McDonough, and were doing things really well in their own zone. Weren't too careless with the puck, making good decisions. They'll need a lot more of that here tonight. They're going to come away with another victory against a highly skilled Warriors team. The next home game here at the Budweiser bullpen will be on November 2nd for the Kids' Day game. It'll be an early riser, 11 a.m. puck drop here at the bullpen. So Wranglers go on the road next weekend, 3 games against Oklahoma. They'll be back for that Kids' Day game. Then the day after, they'll play against the Shreveport Mudbugs again for the final game of the 2-game set here at the bullpen for Military Night, as that'll be those matchups will be 2 out of 4 against the Mudbugs this season. So Wranglers will not be at home next weekend, so if you're still making up your mind on coming down to the game here tonight, I highly suggest you do so before the Wranglers go out of town next weekend. If you look towards our opponent here tonight in the Oklahoma Warriors, Wranglers obviously starting off the season series on the right foot. They're 1-0, and this tonight is the second of 8 contests here this season. 21st all-time meeting between the two clubs, even including back when the Warriors were known as the Wichita Falls Warriors. They've been in Oklahoma for a few seasons now. Leading scorers for Oklahoma, Caden Nelson. He's got 8 goals, 9 assists for 17 points in 13 games played. He had a power play goal in last night's contest. Drew Sutton has 8 goals, 6 assists for 14 points in 9 games. He's off to a good start to the season. He had a goal and assist in last night's game, and I think the Wranglers are going to find a way to shut down the Warriors again here tonight. They're going to have to neutralize those top threats of the Warriors, as they looked pretty sharp last night. Wranglers have some skilled players of their own. As I mentioned, McNaughton and Zap getting on the board a couple times last night. Alex Papaspropoulos had an assist on one of Roman Zap's goals. He seems to be a sure bet to record a point. Ben Ivey had a multi-point game last night as well. He's among the team leaders in terms of points. The Wranglers tonight will be without the services of Jack Ivey once again, as a few more members of the Wranglers are also out of the lineup due to suspensions. Wranglers will be without Colin Doherty and Morley Phillips for the next 2 games, and Divine Apollon for the next 1 game, as all 3 players are serving suspensions for the line brawl that occurred at the end of Saturday's, or in the middle of Saturday's game against Odessa. In the meantime, a lot of players have stepped up for the Wranglers in their absence. New acquisition Drew Jeffers made his Wranglers debut last night. Thought he looked very well on the blue line with former teammate Kyle DeMarco. Those two played on the Oakland Junior Grizzlies AAA team a few years back, so they're familiar with each other. They've been on the same pairing. Looks like those two are on the right mindset. They seem to be in sync, and that's exactly what the Wranglers need without Colin Doherty on their blue line, one of their top defenders. Now, Trey Williams also had a solid showing last night, picked up an assist on McNaughton's first goal. He's looked pretty sharp since his return from injury. Wranglers going to need their players to step up once again here. Another tough matchup against the Warriors. Looks like Oklahoma's made a few substitutions to their lineup. Coming out of the lineup tonight are Jackson Gross-Didier and Darren Thiesing. They will not be in the lineup. In for those players, number 13, Zach Homer, will step into the lineup, as will, let's see, looking around, Connor Chalmers will make his debut in the series against the Wranglers here this evening. So 2 new faces for the Warriors in this matchup. For the Wranglers, looks like their lineup is going to remain just about the same. I don't see any new faces on the Wranglers side of things. Again, got a lot of guys that are either serving suspensions or are out of the lineup. So Wranglers are going to have to pull from the reserves, fill out this lineup. But overall, pretty solid showing from these guys last night, as this Wranglers team is very deep, and these guys can slot in wherever Coach Ryan Anderson wants them to play, and they've proven that they've been up to the task. As I mentioned before, looked like everybody throughout the lineup played very well in last night's showing. The Warriors have taken the ice. Fans are eagerly awaiting the Wranglers' arrival to the playing surface. As they roll out the red carpet, we will have a ceremonial puck drop this evening. A few more Warriors trickle out of the tunnel. We'll get to the starting lineups when we come back on NATV and YouTube.
This is Trace Day, and you're listening to Wranglers Hockey on YouTube.
Good, perfect. We are just moments away from puck drop here at the Budweiser bullpen where the Wranglers have just taken the ice. Let's get to the starting lineups tonight between the Warriors and the Wranglers. Starting for the visiting Oklahoma Warriors, start with their top line of number 12, Riley Bruick, number 8, Drew Sutton, and number 27, Owen Carlisle. On defense, it'll be number 15, Ollie Chesler. And on the right side, it'll be number 26, Nathan Rickey. And in goal, it'll be number 35, Dylan Johnson, who the Wranglers did not see last night, as it was Daniel Duras in goal for Oklahoma. For the Wranglers, they're going to start with their top line as well. On the left side, number 12, Tommy Chunchikov. Clearing that line, number 4, Ben Ivey. And on the right side of that line, number 93, Jack McDonald. On defense, it'll be number 14, Trey Williams on the left side. Right side will be number 19, Nolan Gagnon, and it'll be Connor McDonough in net once again, as he got the start last night, stopping 25 of 28 shots in the win. Wranglers' second line will consist of Pukkanen, Papaspropoulos, and Zap. Third line will look like Grayson Gerhard on the left side. McNaughton, and the backup to McDonough tonight is Luka Gans. They will bring out the owner of 575 Pizzeria for the ceremonial puck drop. 575 is the proud sponsor of Wranglers Weekly, which you can catch on our YouTube channel. Announced Jack Ivey as the Wranglers Player of the Month for September. In September, Jack Ivey also took home South Division Star of the Week honors. For that last week of September, Jack had 2 goals, 4 assists in 2 games against the Ice Rays, including extending his streak, his goal-scoring streak to 5 games. Looks like they have a little bit of a slip up on the red carpet. Hopefully nobody falls there. It looks like everybody's going to be okay, as they will come back off the ice. Next up is the national anthem, and then first period puck drop here from Amarillo. We'll come back in 1 minute on NATV and YouTube.
This is Trace Day, and you're listening to Wranglers Hockey on YouTube.
Dude, perfect. We are all set and ready to go from downtown Amarillo, where it'll be the Amarillo Wranglers scoring off against the Oklahoma Warriors for the second straight night. Getting the start for the Wranglers in net, number 1, Connor McDonough, making his 8th appearance of the year. He's 4-2-1 on the season with a 2.57 goals against average and a .907 save percentage. Made some key saves last night to help the Wranglers to victory. Look for another big performance from Connor McNaughton here tonight. Starting tonight for the Warriors, a guy that the Wranglers did not see last night, number 35, Dylan Johnson, will get the start for the visiting Warriors. He's got a record of 2-1, 3.33 goals against average, and a .904 save percentage. Warriors will rely on him in goal this evening. Fans are getting fired up, and hope you all at home are ready for a game as well. Hope everybody's got a snack or their beverage of choice. You're all cozy, hold up a chair and sit down and relax and enjoy tonight between the Wranglers and the Warriors. He's out to take the draw is Ben Ivey. Across from is Drew Sutton. And away we go from Amarillo. Warriors win the opening draw. Goes deep into their own zone. Chasing after it is Chesler. Stolen away by Chunchikov. Tries to backhand it towards the middle. The Warriors were able to shut down that attempt. In the neutral zone, they get it back to Ben Ivey. Far side wall. Gains the blue line. Sent it below the goal line for McDonald. Back to Ben. Centering pass. Chunchikov just couldn't rip the shot away. Puck comes to Bruick. He'll move right side. Warriors into the offensive zone. Get the puck stolen away by Nolan Gagnon. They hack and whack at it and get it back for a shot. It goes up a stick and stays in play. Picked up by Bruick on the far side wall. McDonald comes away with the puck. He'll get it to Trey Williams, and the Wranglers will exit their own zone. From center ice, Ben Ivey down an Oklahoma offensive opportunity. Puck comes back to him. He'll retreat from behind his own net and swing out left side for Puukkonen in the neutral zone. Wranglers in the offensive line get a little caught up amongst themselves. Puck bounces around at center ice. And the Warriors move left side into the offensive zone. Howard centering pass blocked by Jeffers. Directed to the near side corner. DeMarco's got his man pinned up against the wall. Puck squeaks free, comes to Papaspropoulos, and he will move out of his own zone. Alex will gain center red and dump it in. He'll actually chase after it himself. Defending him is Will Brenner. He'll move it up ahead to center ice for Howard. Skate to his right. Lefty shot goes around the boards. The far side wall, where it'll be dropped back in by Vig below the goal line. DJ Ritchie picks up the loose change, sends it to the blue line, held in by Brenner. He'll work it back in deep. Puck bouncing below the goal line. McRoberts will chop it to Zap at the far half wall. Wranglers get it to center ice. Looking to find Gerhard streaking through the neutral zone. The Warriors were able to swallow him up and bottle up that chance. Oklahoma dumps it in once more. Gagnon will send it below the goal line to his D partner Williams. Work it up to McNaughton left side and get it back out to center for Gerhard. Spinning, gets it to McNaughton at the blue line, but plays offside, and we get our first stoppage of the game. 2 minutes and 19 seconds into this contest. Looks like it's going to be a fun one. We appreciate you choosing the Wranglers. As Amarillo will dump the puck into the offensive zone, did not gain the red line, and so it'll be an icing. We get our second stoppage of the game. One of the things the Wranglers did so well in last night's game was applying pressure on the forecheck and creating turnovers. And instantly that Roman Zap goal, the first one, comes to mind as off the draw. Shot is blocked, picked back up by Homer. He'll swing it below the goal. The Wranglers will work it out to the near point and out to center ice. Dumping it in is Miller. Think back to that Zap goal where Papaspropoulos on the forecheck creates a turnover in the offensive zone. He's able to get it to Zap for the 1-2 punch. That's the kind of chances they generate offensively if they want to have any success against this Warriors team. As they move right side, Oklahoma over the Wranglers line, spin, dump it in to Wrangler territory. Gagnon's met by Bruick. Bruick loses his stick. He's got it back. Puck is still along the far half wall. Miller squeaks it back out to the slot. Wranglers chop at it, get it to the line. Warriors dump it back in. Centering pass goes to Carlisle. Spin shot goes over the goal. Shot from the circle goes astray. Comes along the far side corner. Meeting it is McGuire. Helping him get it out to the near side is Gagnon. Puck loose at the near half wall. Comes to Oklahoma. To Elliott. Back to the line for a shot. Save made by McDonough. Looked like Connor Chalmers was looking for a goal there, but McDonough was going to have none of it as he freezes the puck with 16:22 to go in the first period. Draw will be to McDonough's left in the near circle of the Wranglers zone as you see it on NATV. Take the draw for Amarillo is Ben Ivy, and he will get that puck to the corner. Oklahoma steals it away. Centering pass goes off a skate of McDonald. Comes to Dronin. It's stolen away. Ben Ivy moves into the offensive zone, but McDonald was just a step ahead. So the Wranglers are offside. 16:11 to go in period one. Well, Ben Ivy is so dangerous when he's just flying through the neutral zone and he gets over the blue line. He's just so shifty. You never know if he's going to work the puck to his left or right, or if he's just going to take that shot. And on his goal last night, he elected to take that shot after moving over the blue line and caught the Warriors goaltender by surprise. And here he comes, left side. Ivy shot just missed the net. Puck comes along to the right side. Shot by Jeffers goes into traffic. Ivy tries to pick it up. Puck moves towards the near side wall. Warriors chop at it and get it back out to center as it will trickle back down into the Wranglers zone. Rosa unable to hold it in at the Wranglers line. Amarillo picks it up, sends it right side looking for McDonald. Puck goes past him. He'll go off. Line is due for a change. On comes the Wranglers second line. Zap, Pukinen, and Papaspropoulos. There's Alex Papaspropoulos again applying pressure on the forecheck. Tupi Pukinen also does a really good job of creating turnovers. The puck comes to Ritchie, left side, works it up to Zap. Puck bounces around in the neutral zone, comes to Rosa, right side, shot! Pad save by McDonough. Puck is swept away back out to the Warrior blue line. Elliott will dump it in, spins around to the far side board. Speck sends it below the goal line. Goes past a few players to the near half wall, picked up by Zap. He'll backhand it to McRoberts in the neutral zone. Left side, Pukinen in, one-on-one, takes a shot, and the save made by Johnson. Pukinen chases after the rebound in the near half wall. Oklahoma scoops up the puck. They can't get it out, bounces off a body. And everybody converges, trying to get a piece of that puck. Wranglers come away with it. Papaspropoulos, Daganun, far point, takes a shot. Goes off a leg and moves out to the right side. And trickles back into the Wranglers zone. And that'll be an icing. As Oklahoma just in a flurry, just kind of swept the puck away back down towards McDonough. Did not gain the red line. And tired Warriors about to stay out there. 14:30 to go in the first. Connor McNaughton out there for the Wranglers in the midst of a 2-game goal streak as they get it to the point for Williams. They'll send it behind the Oklahoma goal. Puck is worked out to Sproul. Send it back to his defenseman. Now back to Sproul. Left side goes diagonally to Allen in the neutral zone, who played up ahead for Homer. Meeting him is Trey Williams. Good defensive play there. Homer gets it back. He'll just flip it back into the Wranglers zone as he goes off for a change. Upward pass to Morris. He gains Oklahoma blue. Skates in. Backhand. Tries to center one for Gerhard. Pass went astray. Grayson picks up the loose puck. Tries to get it to McNaughton, and he does off a skate. And it looks like in the midst of all that, the Oklahoma net has come off its pegs, so they blow the whistle dead. 13:45 to go in period one. Wranglers generating some good offensive pressure here. The in-arena scoreboard shows that the Wranglers only have one shot to the Warriors' 2. It seems like the Wranglers have the puck in the offensive zone. They're doing good things with it, making smart decisions. Draw is won by the Wranglers. McDonald will backhand it below the goal line. It'll be picked up by Chalmers. Oklahoma Jeffers Warriors get a change there. Puck comes to Ben Ivy. Looks for Chunchikov in the neutral zone. Evades a hit. Streaking into the offensive zone is Jeffers. Drop pass. Finds McDonald. Takes a shot. Save made by Johnson on the sharp angle opportunity from Jack McDonald. Jack was looking for his second goal of the year there. He's into the offensive zone is Oklahoma. Left side. Carlisle drops it back to the line for Elliott. Move towards his right, near side. Elliott, drop pass for Sutton. Skate to the top of the circle. Now back down low. Across for Chesler. At the line, Chesler was looking for Sutton. Pass goes behind him. Chunchikov finds Papaspropoulos at the Warrior line. He'll just dump it in. Wranglers were getting a partial change as he was waiting for reinforcements. Oklahoma will send it back out to the neutral zone and then some. Gagnon will race back to pick it up. Throw it up ahead, left side, finds Papaspropoulos. He'll lift it deep into Oklahoma territory, picking up his Brenner. Tries to work it up ahead, goes off a skate. Zap gets it to the near point for Williams, who takes a shot where it's blocked by Nelson. It's a down low for Zap in the near corner. He's met by a Warrior. In to help him out is Pukanen. Pukanen gets it up to the near point for Williams. Across for Gagnon. Tries to go down low for Zap. The pass is intercepted by Fleming. We'll work it back out to center. Big hit by Williams on Nelson at the Wrangler blue line. As Oklahoma will just dump it in. As Williams applying the pressure at his own blue line. Wranglers work it back out to center ice. Goes off the stick of Papaspropoulos as he was getting checked. Comes to Oklahoma. They'll work it up ahead for Speck. Into the offensive zone. Drop pass for Nelson. Shot. Glove save by McDonough. And that'll stop us with 11:37 to go in period one. That'll take us to our first media timeout. Scoreless game here in downtown Amarillo. We'll be back in 1 minute on NATV and YouTube.
This is Trace Day, and you're listening to Wranglers Hockey on YouTube.
Dude, perfect. Welcome back to the Budweiser bullpen, where it is a scoreless game. 11:37 to go in the first period. No penalties, no goals. This would be a pretty clean game so far. Only 5 penalties altogether in last night's contest. As it'll be McNaughton to take the draw against Speck in the Wranglers zone. McNaughton gets the draw to Roberts. Finds Ritchie, left side. TJ will bank it off the glass and send it deep into the Warriors zone, and that'll be an icing as Luke Morris, 11:28 to go in the first period. Well, last night it was the Wranglers opening the scoring. Ben Ivey got the only goal of the first period. So far we're scoreless. Seems like the Wranglers have done a good job of getting the first goal of the game over their last 3 contests. It's off the draw. It'll be picked up by McRoberts. Tries to find Morris, but beating the puck was Bollinger. Warriors working the puck around in the Wranglers zone. McRoberts got his man pinned up against the far half wall. Loose puck comes to Bollinger. He will just flip it back in deeper. He's beating out his man is TJ Ritchie. The big man gets it up ahead for Grayson Gerhard. He's swarmed by a pack of Warriors. Oklahoma gets it to the near point. Bollinger takes a shot, now takes it. Goes into traffic, hits a man up high. Looks like it was Speck. He'll go to the bench. Finds Chalmers. They'll skate around a few Wranglers. Stop at the far half wall. Center one that goes through everybody. Picked up by Sutton near side. Skates to the line. Across for Chalmers. A shot. Blocked by Morris. Picks up the loose puck and will send it back out to center. And it looks like the puck went out of play, so we get a stoppage with 10:28 to go in the first. Shots are 3-2. In favor of the Warriors. Draw will be to the right of McDonough. Ben Ivey will take. And on that draw, loose puck corralled by skate of Jeffers, kicks it to Chunchikov, who moves left side. Looks for McDonald deep into Oklahoma territory. Centering pass goes through a cluster of players, met by DeMarco near side. He'll pitch it back down below the goal line for McDonald. Comes to Chunchikov, works it to the far point for Jeffers. Shot goes wide of the net, picked up by DeMarco near side. He'll hack it below the Warrior goal line. Oklahoma works the puck back out to their own blue line and then some as they find Sutton skating over the Wranglers line. Sutton dances around Jeffers, make that DeMarco. Helping him out to pick up the puck is Ben Ivy. Jeffers, 1-2 pass to Chunchikov. Finds McDonald, loses an edge, tumbles into the official. Puck is still live. Oklahoma comes away with it. Move left side now. As big open ice hit by Jack McDonald. Oh my goodness. He absolutely smoked Hunter Allen in open ice. And he's going to get 2 minutes for it. Much to his displeasure. And so that'll be our first penalty of the game. Comes against Amarillo. So Oklahoma to the power play. It's going to be interference. And well, Wranglers aren't very happy with the call. Neither are their fans. And much to their displeasure, they're going to have to head to the penalty kill. It's off the draw. Wranglers get it out to center. Applying pressure is Roman Zap out there with him. Are Ivy, Jeffers, and DeMarco. Ivy steals it away. Ivy to the goal. He scores! Ben Ivy, shorthanded, breaks the ice. Wranglers lead 1-0. That is the Wranglers captain's second shorthanded goal of the season. And Amarillo has taken a 1-0 lead. That goal will be unassisted with 9:12 to go in period 1. And once again, Wranglers get on the board first, and once again, it's Ben Ivy. The only difference was that it was a shorthanded goal. And on that goal, Ben Ivy is the only player on the Wranglers with a shorthanded goal, and now he's got 2. Oklahoma still on the man advantage. They'll look to get that one back. Chesler moves it right side. In come the Warriors. Go below the goal line. Putting on the pressure is Ivy once again. Up to the line for Elliott. Move it across for Chesler. Takes a shot. Hits a stick and goes wide of the net. Picked up near corner by Bruick. Tries to center it. It's picked off by DeMarco. The Wranglers will hack it down to Johnson. Kill some time. 1:15 to go on the penalty to Jack McDonald. Here come the Warriors once again. Work it around to the far half wall. Now to the line for Chesler. Across. Finds Elliott for a shot. Pad save by McDonough. Will flip it to Gagnon. He will send it back down to Johnson, killing even more time off the penalty. Oklahoma patiently surveying the scene and trying to decide what they want to do here. Under a minute to go on the power play. Chesler drop past the neutral zone for Elliott. Skate across the Wrangler line, dump it in. Gagnon, loose puck, sends it to the line, held in by Chesler. Fumbles around with it a little bit. Able to regain possession. The net has come off its pegs, and so with 19 seconds to go on the power play, get another stoppage with 7:42 to go in the first. Draw will be to the right of McDonough. Draw is won by Oklahoma. They'll get it to Ricky. Option off for Nelson. Across looking for Sutton. Takes a shot. Comes to the stick of Dronin. Now back to Sutton. Up to the line for a shot. Save made by McDonough. Rebound is swept away by Gagnon. And McNaughton will pick up the loose change and backhand it into the Warriors zone. And that'll do it for the penalty. Skating in. Dronin's shot blocked by Williams. Loose puck picked up by Chunchikov. Will go across for Papaspropoulos far side. He'll skate in the slot. Alex just couldn't get the shot away. Good defensive play there by Will Brenner. Zap to Pukanen, back to Zap. Far point, McRoberts takes a shot, blocked by Dronin. Nelson will pick up the loose puck, goes over the red line, now Wranglers blue, drops it off for Dronin. Gets it back to Nelson, near corner, centering pass. Goes to the line for a shot pad save, McDonough. Rebound, blocked as well. And looks like Henry McRoberts is going to go, so Wranglers penalty kill goes 1 for 1, get a shorthanded goal. We'll have to go back out there. And so on that last penalty kill, you could say that, I guess that's a successful penalty for the Wranglers, although they're able to get the shorthanded goal and also get the kill. Try and do it again here as Chesler moves it right side. Warriors work it down low. Throw it around, Bruick into the corner looking for Howard. One too many passes, puck skipping around like a stone on a pond, and now Jeffers will spin it around to the far side wall, be held in by Elliott. Drops it below the goal line, get it back up to the line for Chesler. Takes a shot in open space, goes up a stick and over the net. Howard, near corner, centering pass, shot, blocked, goes to the near corner. Tried to return pass for Howard, Wranglers read it all the way. Send it back down to Johnson. Still about 50 seconds of penalty time. The Warriors look to break out once more. Chesler over center end, drops it back for Sutton. Finds Nelson over the Wranglers line. Dronin leaves it for Sutton. He'll skate in. Sutton takes a shot pad save, McDonough. And the rebound is swept away. 50 seconds to go on the penalty to McRoberts. Warriors work over the offensive line, go below the goal line. Putting on some defensive pressure is Gagnon. Gets the puck to Chunchikov, and he'll lift it back out to center. Nelson into the offensive zone. We'll send it out to Sutton. Drops it back for Dronin, near half wall. To the line now for Ricky. Ricky takes a shot, and McDonough makes the save, but once again, that net has been dislodged. We might have to take a look at that and find a permanent solution. 12 seconds to go on the penalty to McRoberts. Wranglers penalty kill looking very sharp so far this evening. They've already produced one shorthanded goal courtesy of Ben Ivey. 9:12 to go in the first period. That's the only goal so far. As Wranglers look to kill off the remaining time on this penalty. I'll be in the near circle of the Wranglers zone as you see it on NATV. McDonough has stopped all 9 shots that he's seen so far tonight. He's off the draw. Wranglers take the puck and they send it back down to Johnson. And Wranglers go 2 for 2 on the PK so far. Back to 5-on-5. Warriors wrap it around in the Wranglers zone to the far side wall. Comes to DeMarco. We'll try and chip it up ahead for Zap. Stolen away by Carlisle. Sending attempt, and a shot goes wide from Howard, who was in between the circles. Pukanen. Big check there. Feeling the force of that hit was Dominic Elliott. Another big crunch in the corner. Wranglers throwing their weight around here in the first period. Zap steals the puck away, but gets his pocket picked at the last second by Howard. Trace Day chips it up ahead for Zap, gets the puck back. Day into offensive territory, takes a shot, and it's juggled and caught by Johnson. Good look there from Trace Day, the native of Mesa, Arizona. After the whistle, we have a little bit of pushing and shoving, although nothing like we saw period. It'll be an offensive zone draw for the Wranglers. Jacob Miller will take it for Amarillo. Dronin will take it for Oklahoma. Dronin's motioning towards the bench. Bollinger will come on. Dronin wins the draw, gets it to Chalmers. Finds Bollinger, move it right side. Oklahoma pitches it into Wrangler territory. After it is Jeffers, gets pinned up in the corner. Gets the puck to himself on his backhand. We'll move it up for McGuire. Puck is swatted at the blue line. Wranglers are able to get the puck back, though. Move the right side for Miller. Gains center red. Looking for Trace Day. Moving up ahead. Just couldn't corral the puck, and losing an edge was a Warrior. Looked like that was Chalmers as he slowly gets back up to his feet. Oklahoma retains possession. Look at right side. Goes past Nelson in the neutral zone. Wranglers quickly go back on the attack. McGuire, dump and chase. Warriors will just pitch it back out to center ice to Gagnon as they will get a change defensively. Chunchikov taps it into Oklahoma territory. Warriors quick to steal it back. Brenner flips it in the neutral zone. Big hit by Williams on Bruick. Shot from the slot, save made by McDonough. Comes to Vig, who shoots one towards the goal. And once again, McDonough's up to the task as he makes a save and holds with 2:54 to go in period one. Draw will be to McDonough's right. Far circle of the Wranglers zone. Ben Ivy will take it for Amarillo. Official barking orders here on the draw. Looks like now he'll finally drop the puck. Wranglers win the draw, direct it to the corner. Ritchie muscling away his opponent. Puck is up for grabs in the far corner of the Wranglers zone. Got two Wranglers, two Warriors in there. Now taking a poke at it is Vig. In comes Ivy. Now the puck squeaks free. Comes to Sutton, kicks it up into the air. It's a pop fly, gloves it down. Works below the goal line, centers it up for a shot, and a save made by McDonough. Bruick gets it far point for Vig. He'll take a shot, deflect it out in front. Puck is loose. Chunchikov will bat it to the line, but not out. Brenner up ahead, finds Sutton. Carlisle a shot. Save made. Loose puck in front of the blue paint, and they with 2:14 to go in the first period, Warriors are on the board. Puck was just bouncing around like a ping pong ball in the Wranglers zone in front of the blue paint. As it'll be Max Vig with the goal. Getting the assists are Riley Bruick and Will Brenner. And for Vig, that's his second goal of the season. Defenseman for the Warriors ties the game up at 1. Morris breaks his stick off the draw. He's not happy about that. Big hit by McNaughton on Nelson in the neutral zone as Jeffers tries to work out of his defensive territory. Oklahoma steals the puck away. Dronin to center one for Nelson, goes off a body. Picked up by Chesler. He'll spin away to the line. They'll twist back further, looking for Dronin. Had him for a moment. Zap steals the puck away. Left side, McNaughton. Send it diagonally into Oklahoma territory. Zap below the goal line. Finds Morris. Make that Gerhard. Gets it to McNaughton. The point for Gagnon. Across. Near side. Williams sends it down low. McNaughton meets it in the far corner. Centering pass to Zap. Will twist. Find Williams near point. Trey Williams skates down low. Sends it below the goal line. Chesler has it. Tries to backhand it out, can't do so. Gagnon, one-timer, blocked out in front by Dronin. Big open ice hiss by Williams on Howard. Play getting physical here as the period goes on. Right side, Gagnon into the offensive zone. Shakes his way by Elliott, sends it around to the near corner. He's looking for a Wrangler moving in, looking for Papaspropoulos. Just couldn't meet the puck in time. Wranglers have to regroup. It's Gagnon once more. Drops it off for DeMarco, gains center red, and dumps it in as fans make noise as we're into the final minute of play in the first period. Backhand centers one. Save made by Johnson as the puck was in the blue paint. As Warriors will work it back out to center ice. Bouncing puck corralled by Sutton. Right side. Button hooks at the half wall. Goes off a stick on the centering attempt. Goes back out to center. 24 seconds to go in period one. Puck in the neutral zone. Warriors will send it down will send it down low, but it's going to be an icing. Tie game. Just under 20 seconds to go in period one. Shots are 13-6 in favor of the Warriors, but you have to remember Oklahoma had 2 chances on the power play. Amarillo is yet to have a chance on the man advantage. Draw will be to the right of Johnson. Off the draw, puck is loose. And we got a scrum afterwards. McDonald taking some shots from Fleming. Jack didn't even have a chance to protect himself. And chaos ensues. Arm is raised. And McDonald just getting now up to his feet. McDonald didn't even have a chance to drop his gloves. Just got mugged right off the draw by Fleming. And they immediately escort Fleming to the penalty box. So he'll get at least 2 minutes, and now they're escorting him out. And the Boo Birds rain down for Fleming. Leads the team in penalty minutes. He's going to pick up a few more. He's got 40 penalty minutes on the year. See how many they add to his total. So see what they make out of all of this as they'll hold a conference in front of the scorer's table. Try and figure out exactly what they're going to hand out here. I mean, go figure. Just when I mentioned that the Wranglers haven't had a power play opportunity, looks like they might have their first. Late stages of the first period, 13.3 seconds to go to be exact. 1-1 game here from the Budweiser bullpen. It's been a fun night here in downtown Amarillo. Ben Ivey opened the scoring. 9-12 into the first period, shorthanded. Picks up his 5th goal of the year, 2nd shorthanded goal of the year. And gave the Wranglers a 1-0 lead with 2:14 to go. Looks like Fleming's got a game misconduct and 5 for fighting. He was the aggressor, so his night is over. He gets 5 minutes. So, tides have turned in the Wranglers' favor. They'll head to their first power play of the game. Off the draw, Oklahoma wins it. Puck is loose below the goal line. Centering attempt. Wranglers just can't get it into the goal. Just couldn't get the shot away. As the puck will bounce around a little bit more. And looking for a last-second chance was Alex Papaspropoulos. But time and so it'll be 1-1 heading into the first intermission. Well, the first period got more and more physical as time went on, and then ultimately things boiled over for the Warriors and Landon Fleming as he received a game misconduct. Wranglers now have a major penalty. 4:47 to go on that. We'll have plenty of time on the man advantage to start the second period. We'll see if there's more physical play in the second and third. I mean, I'd bet my money on yes, given the track history of the South Division and the rivalry between these two teams. Either way, it's going to be a fun final 40 minutes here from the bullpen. First intermission will be coming up next on NATV and YouTube, where we will recap all the events of the first period, preview the second and third period. Hockey League. 1-1 from Amarillo. We'll be back in just a few minutes on NATV and YouTube.
This is Trace Day, and you're listening to Wranglers Hockey on YouTube.
Dude, perfect.
Welcome back to Wranglers Hockey. 1-1 here at the Budweiser Bullpen. First intermission report here from downtown Amarillo. I'm Chiarenza, bringing you all the action here tonight. Been a fun game so far, and really every Wranglers game is. Gonna have to start calling them the cardiac kids with the way that they let games go right down to the wire, but it's always a fun time, especially here at home. Fans getting into the festivities. It's guaranteed fight night here for Wranglers and wrestling this evening. It looks like they've got a bunch of wrestlers out there on the ice. Not quite sure what they have in store, but the intermission report rolls on. So, as I said before, it's a 1-1 score. Let me tell you the story so far and how we got here. Opening up the scoring with 9:12 to go in the first period, it was Ben Ivy short-handed. Jack McDonald went to the box for interference, a call that could have gone either way as Jack just threw an open ice hit right on the Wranglers logo, and they deemed it was interference. He goes to the box, and Ben Ivy says, "Nah, that's fine. Don't worry about it. I'll just put one in the back of the net," and he did. Ben Ivy picks up his 5th goal of the year and his 2nd shorthanded goal of the season. There's only one Wrangler that has a shorthanded goal this season, and it's Ben Ivy, and he now has 2. And later on in the period, it was Max Vig who picked up the goal for Oklahoma. One of those plays where the Warriors took a shot on goal. McDonough made the save, then immediately afterward, the puck just started bouncing around like a ping pong ball, and the Warriors were able to corral the rebound and send it behind McDonough for the goal to make it 1-1. That's all the scoring for the first period. However, we did have a big event towards the end of period 1. Landon Fleming tried to jump Jack McDonald off the draw. McDonald didn't even have a chance to drop his gloves or defend himself, as just Fleming kind of just jumped on his back and really kind of just took him down to the ice, started throwing punches at him. And for that offense, Fleming will not return. 4:47 to go on that opportunity for the Wranglers to start the second period. So big opportunity for the Wranglers power play to capitalize at the top of period 2. I mean, you got to think guys are well rested, got a lot of time to come up with a plan, and plenty of time for the Wranglers to add to their total and take the lead, and maybe then some in the second period. This is an Oklahoma team that you really don't want to go down to the wire with, even though the Wranglers did last night and were able to come away with a win. I think head coach Ryan Anderson would like to see his team jump out to a lead and then be able to hold that lead without having to go to overtime or score a few last-minute goals to do so. So see if the Wranglers can come away with a few goals here in the second period as they look to get back on the board. Power play got 1 goal last night, so the Wranglers doing good work there. See if they can get another power play goal here this evening. As the Corpus Christi Ice Rays, the New Mexico Ice Wolves, Ice Rays, Ice Wolves, battle of the Ice Animals over in Albuquerque. It's like in the first intermission, that game is scoreless. El Paso and Odessa just about to start play over at El Paso County Events Center. And then the other South Division game is between the Shreveport Mudbugs and the Lone Star Brahmas. Wranglers will see the Mudbugs in 2 weeks right here at the Budweiser Bullpen. Brahmas currently hold a 2-0 lead over the Mudbugs. Just a few more minutes to go in the first period. So it looks like good action around the South Division and the rest of the league as well. Got a few games going up in Alaska this evening, so maybe put on some coffee on the pot, burn some midnight oil, and stay up watching some hockey. We'll take you back to our game here, as I thought they were going to do some wrestling or fighting during and kind of introduce themselves, make a lap around the ice, and then they headed off. So the Zams are out there now, get a fresh sheet of ice for the second period. And again, I think the big thing here right now for the Wranglers is just that massive amount of power play time to begin period 2. Now, the one drawback for the Wranglers here this evening is they're without the services of Jack Ivy, and really he's their leading scorer on the power play. Jack Ivy's got 5 goals on the man advantage and 2 assists, so 7 power play points from Jack Ivy. Don't have that here tonight. However, the Wranglers have been just fine without him in the last couple of games. Last game against Oklahoma, and then earlier on here, seems like they're doing quite well without their leading point scorer. Key guy to watch for on the power play in the absence of Jack Ivey. He's got to be Jack McDonald. He's got a goal on the power play and 4 power play assists. Now, Jack McDonald seems to be buzzing here in this game, and he was really the recipient of the rage of Landon Fleming in the late stages of the first period. But for Jack McDonald, I mean, he's been clicking on the power play all season long, and really in this moment, he's only got 1 goal on the year, but he leads the club in assists with 9. And I think it's only a matter of time before he himself finds a way to tickle the twine and get back on the board for the Wranglers. So for me, on that power play, look for Jack McDonald to be a big factor on the man advantage. Also look at some guys on the blue line. Nolan Gagnon has been playing very well for the Wranglers. This is a guy that really, ever since the preseason, I think has really stepped up into a big-time role for the Wranglers. He's earned the trust of the coaches, earned the trust of his teammates, and he just looks just so confident with the puck. He's done a really good job of making smart decisions with the puck on his stick. He's proven to be a pretty good offensive defenseman for the Wranglers. He's pretty sound defensively, too. He's on the year, just 11 games. He's got 2 goals and 8 assists for a total of 10 points. And he's got 3 of his assists coming on the power play. So look for him to be a factor on the man advantage for the Wranglers here in the second period as they look to kind of break away from the Warriors in the early stages of period 2. We come back, we'll preview the second period just a little bit more, talk some shop, and by then we should be ready for a second period puck drop here from the Budweiser bullpen. Once again, the score after 20 minutes of play, Wranglers 1 and the Warriors 1. First intermission report will continue on in just a few minutes on NATV and YouTube.
This is Trace Day, and you're listening to Wranglers Hockey on YouTube.
Dude, perfect.
Welcome back to the first intermission report, where we are tied at 1, and we're just moments away from second period action here from the Budweiser bullpen. As Wranglers have 7 shots on the board to the Warriors 13, but again, remember that Wranglers only had about 13 seconds of power play time. Warriors themselves have had 4 minutes of time on the man advantage, so a lot of their shots coming from that time on the power play for the Warriors. So for the Wranglers, pretty good job in the first period of weathering the storm on the penalty kill. Offensively, just the one slip-up was the goal that came from Max Vig. And really, it's just one of those plays where the puck was bouncing around. Nobody could corral it for Amarillo. And then Vig just kind of took a chop at the puck and was able to find the back of the net. So overall, not a bad defensive period for the Wranglers at all. And they'll look to continue that in the second period and on. Just about 2 minutes away from second period puck drop as the Warriors have started to huddle around in the tunnel. They're ready to get back out on the ice. The officials have already come out and done so. Coaches are now back out on the bench. Looks like Ryan Anderson sporting a new haircut. Looks pretty good. I'll have to ask him where he got his haircut. I'm due for a haircut of my own. As fans are getting pumped up, ready for the Wranglers to come back out. Good crowd here at the Budweiser bullpen. Look around, see if I can spot any cool jerseys. Still see a lot of those jerseys from the auction from Barbie night. I can see the TJ Ritchie one to my left and the Lucas Jeffries, former Wrangler, right below me. As earlier on in the week, Lucas Jeffries was traded back to his former team, the Weyburn Red Wings, in exchange for future considerations. And the Wranglers, in a separate transaction, picked up Drew Jeffers from the Colorado Grip in exchange for a future 2025 asset. As Wranglers are back out, taking the ice, as have the Warriors. And I have to say, from what I've seen, Drew Jeffers looks very calm, cool, and collected in his first game, and then some as a Wrangler. He's played about 4 periods as a member of the Amarillo Wranglers. And I think one of the reasons why he's just looked like he's just fitting in quite well is because of his familiarity with Kyle DeMarco. As I mentioned in the pregame, those two were teammates in the 2019-2020 season on the Eau Claire Junior Grizzlies under-16 AAA club. A fun fact, another player that was a teammate of those two on that club, member of the Warriors, Owen Carlisle, was also on that team. You got 3 members of that Junior Grizzlies team playing in this game, 2 of them on the same D pairing. Small world, huh? I think that's crazy. There's still a few more players that were teammates with others on the opposing side. It's Grayson Gerhard and Sebastian Speck were together last season on the Little Caesars under-18 club. Trey Williams and Will Brenner were also former teammates in Dallas Stars Elite under-16 club. So it's a small world as the Warriors win the opening draw of the second period. They'll send it down to McDonough. They've got a lot of work to do on the penalty kill. 4:36 to go on the man advantage for Amarillo. Ivy skates over the offensive line. He'll button hook at the point. Tries to backhand it forward. Getting in the way is Dronin as he causes a commotion. Wranglers have to retreat back to their own zone. Spropolis finds Ivy. He gains Warriors blue. Button hooks once again at the far point. Send it below the goal line for McDonald. Backhands one towards the middle. Nobody was there. Goes off a skate. Jack chases after it. Work along to the near half wall for Papaspropoulos. Johnson. Loose puck comes to Papaspropoulos. Near half wall, drifts in. Go up to the line for Ivy. Reaches out to stop it. He'll center it down low. Finds Pukkanen. Papaspropoulos near half wall once more. Skates in. Back to Pukkanen. Up to the line for Gagnon. Skate towards his left. Go across for Papaspropoulos. Near side takes a shot that goes through everybody. And holding at the line is Ben Ivy. Far point will drift towards his right. Trade places with Gagnon. Send it right side. Papaspropoulos in. Centering attempt. Wranglers whacking at it. And Johnson picks up the loose puck. And he'll hold with 18:38 to go in period 2 3:23 to go on the major penalty to Fleming. Once again, Landon Fleming is given a game misconduct. He will not return to tonight's contest. So I guess if you're the Warriors, it's a good thing that you dressed an extra defenseman in Connor Chalmers, because now they just have 6 remaining in this game. Off the draw, McNaughton gets it to Williams, sends it to the line for DeMarco. Drifts towards his left. High slot, gets it back to Williams for a one-timer that screeches past Johnson. DeMarco pinches, tries to hold it in, but the puck trickles over to the Warriors and they'll send it back down. 3 minutes to go on the power play for Amarillo. Williams, right side, gains center, Red dumps it in. Out to play is Johnson. He'll whip it to the near half wall, gets caught up in the skate of Williams. Wranglers come away with the puck. Back up near point for Williams. He'll survey the scene. Right side, finds Zap, skates to the high slot. Finds Williams at the line, right side. DeMarco fakes a shot. Zap tries to center one at the near circle. Gets it back up to DeMarco. Zap takes a big hit and he's down. Wranglers still possession. McNaughton takes a shot and now they blow the play dead. And immediately after that hit, Roman Zap went down in some pain. He's still down. Hopefully Wranglers forward will be okay. We'll see if there was any penalties on that play. Roman Zap is now up to his knees. And he'll get up and skate off under his own power, which is a good sign for Zap and the Wranglers. The officials will confer. Looks like Ryan Anderson has waved over the head official. He wants an explanation, and they will talk things over. It looks like they're going to move this draw out to the neutral zone, near side, away from the Wranglers bench. It looks like Zap is getting attended to on the Wranglers bench. Keep an eye on him and see if he's able to return to tonight's game, as center ice draw is won by the Wranglers. Left side, Ben Ivy over the blue line. Will roll it around to the near side wall. Played by Papaspropoulos to the point for Gagnon. Across, Ben Ivy has to go back across for Papaspropoulos. Is able to do so, but not cleanly. Gagnon, near point. Will drift in, take a shot, goes off a stick. It's the end wall. And Ben Ivy can't hold it in. Right side, Carlisle moving into the offensive zone. Short-handed, takes a shot. Save made by McDonough, and the puck was just laying there on the blue paint. It was picked up by Gagnon. Dangerous chance there. Wranglers are able to escape. Papaspropoulos, right side for McDonald, and a shot goes over the nets. Ben Ivy holds it in. Left point, gets it to Gagnon. Right side, Papaspropoulos, back to Gagnon at the line. Left point, Ivy, back to Gagnon. He'll go across for a one-timer that goes through everybody. And Ben Ivy can't hold the bouncing puck in. And the Wranglers will have to regroup here. A minute 27 to go on the power play opportunity. 3.5 minutes gone off the clock here in period 2. As left side, Morris goes around Vig, finds Papaspropoulos at the near half wall. He'll play catch with Jack McDonald, gets it back to Papaspropoulos. He'll drop it off for McDonald. Below the circle, he'll twist in the near corner. Find Papaspropoulos at the half ball. Get it right point, Gagnon. Left point, Ivy. Down low for Morris, centering attempt. Goes through a few players, picked up by Papaspropoulos. At the line, Gagnon skates in, takes a shot. Glove save by Johnson. And he'll hold with 49 seconds to go on the Wrangler power play. Wranglers looking to try and get something here out of the major penalty. You don't want to come away empty-handed in an opportunity like that. Wranglers win the draw. Get it right point. DeMarco, left side, Williams. They'll trade places. Williams fakes a one-timer. We'll send it down low for Zap, who's returned. Tries to center one. Goes to the far corner. Bodies converge. 33 seconds to go on the power play. Everybody trying to get a piece of that puck. They'll jab and joust at it. Still pinned up against the boards, and that's exactly how Oklahoma wants it. And the kill. Go! Wranglers lead 2-1. Goal is going to go to Kyle DeMarco. Getting the assist is Luke Morris. And the Wranglers on the power play. Just 12 seconds to go on the man advantage. They're able to cash in and take a 2-1 lead. What a blast from Kyle DeMarco. He found a way to hit the back of the net and give the Wranglers lead once again. For DeMarco, that is his first goal of the season. Now got 1 goal and 4 assists on the young campaign. We're back to Wranglers dump it in. McDonald finds it, centers one, looking for Ben Ivey, glanced off the stick and rolled back out to center. Now we're back to 5-on-5 action here. Looks like Connor McNaughton is also going to pick up an assist on that goal, so his point streak continues. He's now got points in his last 3 games. Right side, Ricky carries it over to the red line. Now Wranglers blue takes a shot, save made McDonough. Rebound attempt goes wide of the net. It'll come to Chesler. He'll slide away from some pressure, down low below the goal line. Centering attempt. Picked up by Drone, and he fires, and it goes wide. Wranglers' most recent goal coming courtesy of Kyle DeMarco, the alternate captain of the Amarillo Wranglers. I'm sure his family's happy. They're actually in the building. Saw Mr. and Mrs. DeMarco last night. Saw him walking around here pre-game as the Wranglers move it left side. Emerge from their own zone. Puck rolls back down to Vig. Will swing out left side. Tries to skate around McDonald, who's applying pressure on the forecheck, making life difficult for Vig. Buchanan's able to get the puck below the goal line. Back to McDonald. Opportunity here. Takes a sharp angle shot. Save made by Brenner, who was able to block the shot. It comes back down to Gagnon. Send it to the neutral zone. Teams trading possession here. A little over 6 minutes into period 2. Brenner from behind his own net sends it towards his right for Vig. With the left side, Rosa. Slide it diagonally into the far corner of the Wranglers zone. Nobody home as the Warriors were getting some fresh bodies on the ice. Wranglers go the other way. Papaspropoulos tries to split the D. Can't do so. Warriors try and clear it. They can't. Papaspropoulos. Left side, gets it down low for Zap. Wraparound attempt. Save made by Johnson. Loose puck picked up by Buchanan. Buchanan backhands it to Papaspropoulos for a one-timer. It's blocked out in front. Puck comes to Zap. Tries to get around the pressure from the Oklahoma defense. And unable to do so, though. Zap still applying pressure on the forecheck. Good work from the Wranglers' second line. Left side. Warriors in the offensive zone take a shot. Goes wide of McDonough. And puck will roll back out to the Warriors zone. Send it right side for Carlisle. Tries to go back for Allen. Off his skate, comes to Brewick, takes a shot, and a glove save by McDonough. And he'll hold with 12:44 to go in the second. That second line for the Wranglers of Papaspropoulos, Buchanan, and Zap is so pesky for their opponent. And it's just giving the Warriors fits. the way that they forecheck so aggressively. They're able to create turnovers in the Oklahoma zone. That last shift was excellent for that trio. They'll come off. On comes McNaughton, Gerhard, and Morris. McNaughton wins that draw. They'll swing it right side for Jeffries, who will pitch it to Gerhard. Goes off his stick in the neutral zone. Warriors send the puck back down deep into Wrangler territory. Did not gain the red line. So we get another icing here with 12:29 to go in period 2. Just a reminder that this is the second game, a 5-game set between these two teams. A little bit of a mini playoff series to begin the season, if you will, between the Wranglers and the Warriors. They'll be in Oklahoma City next weekend for 3 straight games. Catch it all here on NATV and YouTube as the Warriors streak into the offensive zone. Wranglers try and muscle the puck away. Warriors get it back. Right side, Carlisle shoots, goes off the leg of Williams, whose puck is picked up by Bruick. He'll skate around to the line. Move right side, left side. Tries to go around McDonald, goes Chesler. Puck is caught up in the skates of a few players. Warriors come away with it. Vig will stop to the slot. Dronin into the middle. Can't get a shot away. Back to Chesler. Good puck time here for the Warriors here. They'll center one. McDonald takes a whack at it on the poke check. Warriors get it back. Shot from the circle, and they score. Connor McDonough is arguing that there's some goaltender interference on that play. Looks like he's not going to win that argument. And the goal is going to go to Bruick. Goal comes at the 11:39 to go in period 2. It's going to be a goal from Riley Bruick, his second of the year, coming from Vig and Sutton. Vig now has a multi-point game, a goal and assist for Oklahoma. Wranglers looking to get it back, although Oklahoma knocking on the door. Chance there for Howard. McDonough is able to make the save. We go to our second period media timeout. 11:19 to go in the second period. Tied at 2 here on the Wranglers Hockey Network on NATV and YouTube.
This is Trace Day, and you're listening to Wranglers Hockey on YouTube.
Dude, perfect.
Welcome back to Wranglers Hockey on NATV and YouTube, where we're tied at 2. 11:19 to go in the second period. Shots are 19-13 in favor of the Warriors. This recent goal was scored by Riley Bruick of Oklahoma to tie the game up at 2. Off the draw in the defensive zone, coming away with it is Drew Jeffers. Work it back out to the neutral zone, pings off a few bodies. It comes to Brenner. Work it up to Sutton, who backhands it deep into the Wranglers zone. Once again, chasing after it is Jeffers. Centering attempt by Oklahoma goes astray. Near half-wall, got it up to the point. Vig takes a shot, goes off a stick. Blocked by Zap. Stretch pass almost went back to the stick of Roman Zap, but it was intercepted at the red line. Carlisle tries to center one. Glanced off a stick. Wranglers couldn't corral it though. Picked up by Bruick. Gets it to the line for Elliott. Drift towards his left. Drops it off for Chalmers. He'll bank it off the wall. Finds Sutton near side. Sutton twists. Gets it down low. Turning attempt by Elliott. Poke checked away by McDonough. Howard finds Chalmers. He'll take a shot. Blocked by DeMarco. Back up near point. Elliott skates in. Move towards his right. Elliott shoots. And a save made by McDonough. Boy, I have no idea how he saw that puck through traffic. But Connor McDonough was on high alert. Was able to make the save. 10:17 to go in period 2. And we're tied at 2. No penalties in the second period. Wranglers had some power play time to open period 2. Around 5 minutes because of the to go on the power play. Kyle DeMarco picks up his first goal of the year from Morris and McNaughton. Gave the Wranglers a 2-1 lead, but as I mentioned before, Riley Bruick scored not too long ago to make it a 2-2 game. Dronin looks it up near point. Finds Chalmers, tries to slide around Morris, but good defensive play there from Luke Morris to steal the puck away. Coming with it is McNaughton. There's an open ice hit in the neutral zone. Losing a stick is Dronin. Left side, Gerhard will flip it to himself as he chases after it in the Warriors zone. McNaughton pushes it along back to Gerhard. Near side, centering pass. Morris takes a shot. Pad save. Warriors pick up the loose puck and will skate out of their own zone. Right side, Nelson. Tried to center one. Defending that play was Trey Williams. And now we get a whistle with 9:37 to go in period 2. This looks like Dronin had his hand up in the face mask of Trey Williams. The door to the Warriors penalty box is open. We'll see if the Wranglers head to the Budweiser power play. Looks like there's a bit of a debate going on in front of the scorer's table. Wranglers are moving over into the offensive zone like it's going to be an offensive zone draw for a power play. Looks like they're going to take Williams and an unnamed Oklahoma representative. Nobody's climbed into the box yet for Oklahoma. Looks like we're going to skate 4-on-4. It looks like they're still having a little bit of trouble sorting out as to who on the Oklahoma side will take a seat. You got 3, maybe 4 Warriors just kind of mulling around the penalty box saying, not me. Who could? You? No, can't be me. Maybe it's you. Maybe it's none of us. Somebody's got to go. We'll find out who it is in a moment. Meanwhile, Trey Williams is already taking a seat. He's been chilling for about a minute now. And the official's saying somebody's got to go. And now, much to his dismay, Allen will climb into the penalty box for Oklahoma. So both number 14s get penalties, but for Oklahoma, it's too many men, and for the Wranglers, it's cross-checking. We'll skate 4 aside for 2 minutes. Warriors cycle it through the Wranglers zone. Ricky, left side. Finds Chesler, back to Ricky. Right point, skates into the circle, drop pass. Finds Chesler. Far point, spins away from Ben Ivy. Give and go for Sutton. It's a cross for a shot that's blocked from Chalmers. We'll make that Nathan Ricky. The Wranglers are able to steal the puck away. 45 seconds gone off the 4-on-4. Interception in the neutral zone. Howard skates in, takes a shot off the iron. Oh, he was just inches away from scoring a goal, but The Iron saves the Wranglers. Still tied at 2. McNaughton into the offensive zone. He takes a shot. Save made by the blocker of Johnson. Warriors pick up the loose puck. Right side. Brenner drops it for Carlisle. Left side finds Howard in the neutral zone. He gets its pocket picked by Gagnon. Roland Gagnon in the offensive zone. Goes across. Left side. Papaspropoulos goes around Carlisle. They'll move in. Backhand one to the middle for Jeffers. Just couldn't get the shot away. Defensive stick by Max Vig. Got in the way of that opportunity. 26 seconds to go on the 4-on-4. Left side, Howard gains center red. Will dump it into the Wranglers zone to himself. Goes around Gagnon. Howard finds Elliott. Kicks it to his stick. Takes a shot. Goes off the end wall. Dronin trying to fish out the loose puck. He's caught up with Gagnon. Chalmers across for Elliott, far side. He's calling for the puck. Wranglers able to get in the way of that pass. And we are back to 5-on-5 action. Zap up ahead. Finds McNaughton left side. Pass just a little too far ahead for him, though. Caught up in Elliott. Just couldn't really corral it. Warriors go the other way. Left side, Rosa centering one for Nelson. Couldn't handle it. Comes to Morris. He'll pop it up ahead. He's looking for Gerhard right side, but the Warriors flag it down at center ice and send it into the far corner of the Wranglers zone. Puck comes to McDonough. He'll paddle it away. Left side, Gerhard gains center red. Now Warriors blue. We'll go around Ricky. Great speed from Grayson Gerhard. Helping him out to fish the puck away is McNaughton. Morris will backhand it back to McNaughton. Below the goal line, looking for Gerhard. Getting in the way of him is Ollie Chesler. Wranglers holding in at the line. Takes a shot and get a whistle here as we've got a Warrior down. 6:47 to go, and fans are booing because the Wranglers had possession, but play was blown dead because of a penalty. Ollie Chesler is now back up to his feet. Climbing into the Wranglers penalty box is Luke Morris. So the Wranglers will go back to the penalty kill. It's 2 minutes for kneeing. 6:47 to go in the second period. Wranglers penalty kill already 2 for 2 on the evening. They'll look to go 3 for 3. Wranglers talking things over at their bench. We'll see who they send out on the penalty kill. Four goals total in the game, half of them coming from defensemen. One from DeMarco and the other from Max Vig. So both number 2s on either side are defensemen, and they both got a goal here in tonight's contest. Unsure whether the Wranglers have been charged with a timeout or what this stoppage is for with a new goal review system, although that was quite some time ago. Either way, it looks like we're going to head back to live action here as the Wranglers are skating out. They'll send out the quartet of Jeffers, DeMarco, Ivy, and Zap to begin the penalty kill. That'll be to the right of McDonough, one by Oklahoma. Near point, Ricky. Gets the puck chopped away from him by Drew Jeffers. Wranglers kill some time off the opening moments of Oklahoma's third power play of the game. So, Ricky, send it left side in the neutral zone. Now backpedal right side for Nelson. They'll throw it left side again for Sutton. Up ahead. Warriors trying center one, goes off the skate of Zap, and now a Warrior came tumbling into the goal behind McDonough, and he is down. And now back up to his feet. Looked like Nelson was streaking in, lost an edge, and came crashing into the goalpost and dislodged the net. 28 seconds gone off the power play for Oklahoma. Looks like Nelson's actually going to stay out there. I'll be to the left of McDonough, far circle of the Wranglers zone as you see it on NATV. Won by Oklahoma again, Sutton. Cross for Ricky. Near point, Ricky takes a shot, goes off the crossbar. Got tipped it out in front and rang the dinner bell. It's 2 posts for Oklahoma in this game. Ricky skates into the high slot, takes a shot, goes off the stick of Ivy, and up and out of play. With 1:12 to go on the Oklahoma power play. Oh boy, well, if you think if those nets were a little bit bigger, Oklahoma would have had 2 goals here in the last couple of minutes, but found nothing but iron, and so we are still tied at 2. Draw will be at the far circle of the Wranglers zone. Drop the puck, but it's a false start. We'll do it again. Morris, McNaughton, Shunchikov, and Williams out there for the Wranglers on the penalty kill. Warriors win the draw once again. At the line, it's Chesler. Moves right side for Bruick. Skates into the circle, centers it across. Elliott kicked it to his stick. Send it around, back to the far half wall for Bruick. Skate into the circle. Finds Carlisle. Couldn't hold the pass. Good pressure from McNaughton. Can't force him to the neutral zone, though, as the Warriors go across. Elliott to the middle. Picked off by the Wranglers, and they'll get the clear. 40 seconds to go on the power play for the Oklahoma Warriors. They'll swing out left side. Chesler, drop pass for Bruick. He'll gain center red. Now Wranglers blue. Gets the puck poked away from him. Takes a shot, and a save made by Johnson. Short-handed. The Wranglers already have one short-handed goal in this game. First goal of the game was scored by Ben Ivy while McDonald was in the penalty box. Topi Pukin was very close to scoring the Wranglers' second short-handed goal of the game. 21 seconds remain to the penalty to Luke Morris. Offensive zone draw now here for the Wranglers. Draw is won by Oklahoma. Cautiously swing out from behind their own net. Ricky. Drop pass. Finds Sutton. It's right side for Nelson. Back to Sutton. Gets it to Ricky at the line. Drifts towards his left. Tries to center. It goes off a skate, and puck goes up and out of play. To the surprise of a few fans, it's like everybody's going to be okay, and somebody's going to come away with a lucky souvenir. You always got to watch out for those flying puck sticks. Who knows what'll come flying over the glass. We got 4:46 to go in the second period, tied up at 2. Shots are 21-16 in favor of the Warriors. Keep an eye on that shot count as the night goes on. Draw is won by Oklahoma. Vig back to 5-on-5. Puck rolls to Gagnon. His backhand will whip it up ahead. Tries to find McDonald, and he does. Gets to Chunchikov. Tries to find Williams on a tap pass, but just couldn't be corralled as Oklahoma was applying the pressure there. Vig button hooks near half wall of the Wranglers zone. Drop pass shot by Bollinger. Goes wide. Picked up by Brenner. Far corner of the Wranglers zone. Drops it off for Rosa. We'll try and find Brenner again. Instead goes past him to Bollinger. Send it around to the near wall for Rosa. Van Ivy applies some pressure here. Throwing a hit on Rosa. Puck comes loose. Williams work it up to Gagnon. And he will try and stretch pass for Chunchikov. Goes off the stick. Comes to McDonald. Drop pass. Finds Ben Ivy. He's all alone. Ivy takes a shot. They're looking for a pass for Chunchikov up ahead. Just going to get the shot away. McDonald, centering attempt, stymied by 2 Warriors. Brenner gets it up ahead, left side for Homer. Homer his forehand, takes a shot, save made by McDonough. Rebound comes to Gagnon. Puck is loose behind the Wranglers' net, trickles to McDonough, and he'll cover. Well, he gets a little chippy after the whistle. 3:31 to go in period 2. Draw will be to the right of McDonough, near circle of the Wranglers' zone. Wranglers' second line out there. Make that the fourth line. It's Dave McGuire and Miller out there. There's the forward unit for the Wranglers. Puck pinned up against the end boards in the Wranglers' zone. Puck is now able to come over to Trace Day. Puck comes to DeMarco now, still up for grabs. Contested puck behind McDonough. He'll eagerly watch as the Warriors peel away the puck. Comes to Allen. Trace Day now back in the fray. And we get another battle along the boards. This time it comes out into the Warriors zone. Racing after it is Miller. The Warriors are able to chop it back out, away from the pressure. Bruick goes it right side for Carlisle in the neutral zone. He'll gain Wranglers blue. Try and spin away from McGuire. The Warriors are offside. 2:37 to go in the second period. Still a tied game, 2 apiece. Counts are 21-17 in favor of Oklahoma. This next draw will be in the neutral zone, right in front of the Warriors bench. Won by Zap, gets it to Williams. Goes it to Gagnon, looking for Papastropoulos up ahead. Sees it glance off his stick. Zap will chase it deep into Oklahoma territory. He'll spin it around to the far side wall. Williams is there to meet it, but he can't hold it. Oklahoma quickly goes the other way. Left side, Sutton fumbles the puck. Comes to Papastropoulos from his own zone. Goes across and almost turned it over in the slot. Gagnon from below his own goal line sends it out to the blue line, but it's held in by Chesler. Right side, Ricky. Goes down the end wall. Looking for Carlisle. In the middle of it is Papastropoulos. Coming away with it is Bruick. He'll send it left side. Chesler goes around the defenseman. Takes a shot. Save made by McDonough. Rebound goes to the near corner. Picked up by Bruick. At the top of the near circle. Will spin away. Nice forehand. Chip it down low. Hit glances off the linesman. Puck in front of McDonough. Wranglers have it. They'll lift it out to the blue line. And they'll get it back out to center. Nelson. Turnover. Gagnon's able to steal away. Warriors get it back. They'll flip it past Nolan Gagnon. Bruick at the goal line. Centering attempt. Comes to Fig for a shot. Save made by McDonough. He read it like a book and was able to hold it after making the save. 1:25 to go in period 2. We're still tied at 2. The last couple shifts for the Wranglers find themselves in their own zone. Looks like Oklahoma seems to be having more possession time than the Wranglers here. Late stages of the second period. See if the Wranglers are able to generate something offensively, get some momentum back before the second intermission. On the near circle of the Wranglers zone, McNaughton will take it for Amarillo. He'll lean in. Drawn is won by Oklahoma. Vig, left side, top of the circle. Howard to Brenner, high slot, takes a shot. And McDonough is able to make the save on that attempt. A hold with 1:18 to go in period 2. And one thing that the Warriors have done really well here in the second period is winning face-offs. They're able to win all the face-offs on their power play, win a couple face-offs here. Looks like Dronden will take the draw for Oklahoma here. McNaughton once again for Amarillo. This time McNaughton wins it, gets it to DeMarco. Will roll away from the pressure, try and get it out. Get some help from McNaughton to do so. Up ahead, left side, McDonald. Drop pass, Ivy takes a shot. Save made, rebound, save made by Johnson. Loose puck, and Oklahoma comes away with it. Dronen tries to get out of his own zone. Wranglers bringing the heat. Under a minute to go in the second period. Oklahoma, Howard almost loses it behind his own net. Gets some help from Vig to regain possession. Max Vig gains center red. Throw it to DeMarco, who's waiting for it in the Wranglers zone. Kyle DeMarco gets it back out to center, sees the puck roll back to his stick. He'll flip it up ahead, looking for Papaspropoulos. Over the blue line, Alex looking for McNaughton, moving into the offensive zone, but the pass is picked off by Oklahoma. Here comes Nelson, right side, tries to move into the slot. Defending him well is Jeffers. Wranglers up ahead, Pukinen, 2-on-2. Drop pass for Zap, on his forehand, takes a shot that goes wide of the net. Left side, Papaspropoulos throws it to the line for DeMarco, but he'll have to retreat back out to center ice as he couldn't hold it in at the blue line. Wranglers move it back up ahead, goes off the skate of a Warrior. And we're going to get a penalty here. 6.3 seconds to go in the second period. Let's see what we've got. It's like Caden Nelson is going to go to the box for Oklahoma. So very late second period, Wranglers are going to get a power play chance that in all likelihood will carry over to the start of the third period. It'll be 2 minutes for slashing. .3 seconds to go in the second. See if the Wranglers can maybe win the draw here and get a shot away. Tied up off the draw, get it to the point for Williams. He'll take a shot, blocked by Dronin, and that'll do it for period 2. We're tied after 40 minutes of play. Fun and exciting third period in store. Coming up next is the second intermission report, where we will recap all the scoring from the first 2 periods of play and look ahead to the third period and see if the Wranglers can come away with a win here against the Warriors on a Saturday evening in downtown Amarillo. Shots are 25-19 in favor of the visiting Warriors. And once again, we are tied at 2 after 40 minutes of play. Second intermission report is coming up next on the Amarillo Hockey Network on NATV and YouTube.
This is Trace Day, and you're listening to Wranglers Hockey on YouTube.
Dude, perfect.
Welcome back to the Wranglers Hockey Network for the second intermission report. Everybody, I'm Chiarenza bringing you here all the action here tonight from the Budweiser bullpen. It's a 2-2 game after 40 minutes of play. May take 20 minutes to decide it, might take 5 more, maybe a shootout, who knows, but one thing is for certain is that the fans here are having a good time, and it's been a heck of a game so far where we've seen shorthanded goal, power play goal for the Wranglers. A lot of stuff in tonight's game, so let's get right to it, to the recap of the first 40 minutes. Opening the scoring was none other than Wranglers captain Ben Ivey, getting his 5th goal of the year shorthanded while Jack McDonald was in the box. 9:12 to go in the first period. He makes it 1-0, unassisted, and just did himself, just created a turnover. Warriors would come back, though, to tie the game at 1 on a goal from Max Vig, from Riley Bruick and Will Brenner. 2:14 to go in the first period. This is one of those plays where Warriors threw the puck towards the blue paint. McDonald was able to make the initial save, and the puck started bouncing around. Wranglers trying to hack and whack at it, trying to get out of their own zone, and just weren't able to do so, and ended up bouncing to the stick of Vig, who was able to throw into the back of the net and tie the game up at 1. So we were tied 1-1 at the end of the first period. Moved to the second period, where the Wranglers had almost about 5 minutes of power play time due to at the end of the first period, Landon Fleming kind of just mauled Jack McDonald, and as a result of that, McDonald wasn't able to really defend himself. They gave Fleming a game misconduct, which ended up giving the Wranglers a 5-minute power play. And Wranglers were able to cash in at the tail end of that man advantage with 12 seconds to go on the power play. Kyle DeMarco picks up his first goal of the year with his parents in attendance. He makes it a 2-1 game from Morris and McNaughton, and with 15:24 to go in the second period. There's got to be a lot of smiles from the DeMarco family tonight. And smiles for Connor McNaughton as well, as he's now extended his point streak to 3 games. As he's got 3 goals. The Wranglers had a 2-1 lead. But then the Warriors would come back to tie it once more on a goal from Riley Bruick. Assisting him on that goal is Max Vig and Drew Sutton. So it's a multi-point game for Max Vig and Riley Bruick, each with a goal and an assist in this game. That comes with 11:39 to go in the second period. And that tied the game up at 2. Both teams traded a few power play opportunities. Wranglers currently in the midst of one, as Caden Nelson is in the box for Oklahoma to begin the second period. Minute 54 to go on that power play opportunity for the Wranglers. He's in the box for 2 minutes for slashing. That happened with 6.3 seconds to go at the end of period 2. So Wranglers with another chance on the power play at the top of a new period. So fresh sheet of ice. Wranglers will get right back at it, and I wonder if they'll just draw up something similar to the DeMarco goal, where they were to kind of just cycle the puck around, hit it to the point, and then work it across the far point for DeMarco to take a one-timer. That's how he beat Dylan Johnson for the Wranglers' second goal of the game. Really, Wranglers at this point in the season are getting lots of help from their defensemen in terms of offense, which is something that they weren't getting for the first few games of the season. Now it seems like they're really picking up the pace in terms of offensive production on the blue line. And just look at Nolan Gagnon. He's already in double digits, or he's knocking on the door for double digits in terms of points, as he has got 2 goals and 6 assists for 8 points on the season in 10 games. He's been an excellent addition to the Wranglers' blue line. Plays with a lot of confidence. And you can really see it when he has the puck on his stick. Seems like he's always picking his head up, trying to make the next play. Got a high hockey IQ, and he's doing a fantastic job for the Wranglers so far in the young season. You talk about Kyle DeMarco picking up a goal here tonight. It's another goal from a defenseman. Saw Trey Williams pick up an assist in last night's game. So all across the board, the Wranglers are now finally starting to get production on the blue line in terms of offense from their defense. And that's certainly something that you want to see if you're head coach Ryan Anderson and assistant coach Connor Yanni. Is you want to see production from your defensively, but also when it comes time to help out on offense, you get help from them there as well. And it seems to be working out well for the Wranglers right now. Also, something that I've noticed over the last couple of games is Wranglers have done a really good job of screening the goaltender, getting deflections out in front. Again, something that they really didn't do a great job of throughout the first half of this first 10 games of the season. Now it seems like the Wranglers are now shooting from the blue line with the intent to get a stick out in front of the goaltender or really make life difficult for him and make it so he can't see the incoming puck. So, I mean, you couple the screening effect, tips out in front, with that production on the blue line, you're starting to see the Wranglers score a lot more goals with traffic in front of the net and get some more production from defensemen. So, good stuff there from the Wranglers, and that's exactly what they're going to need here in the third period if they're going to come away with a win. Dylan Johnson has stopped 17 of 19. McDonough has stopped 23 of 25. Warriors lead the shot count 25 to 19. And I have to make a note of that because if the Wranglers are outshot in this game, it certainly doesn't bode well in their favor. Of course, you never want to be outshot, but for the Wranglers, more so than anybody else, it seems like they'd rather be outshooting their opponent than outshot. I mean, get this. The Wranglers are 5-1 when they outshoot their opponent. When they don't, and they're outshot by their opponent, they're 1-3-1. So something to keep an eye on as time goes on. As the Wranglers come away with their second straight victory against the Oklahoma Warriors, sweep the homestand, and come away with 2 more standings points in early race in the South Division. Also pick up another point in the Hoser Cup standings. That will give them a 2-point lead over Odessa and a 3-point lead over Oklahoma. But first and foremost, the Wranglers have to find a way to take care of business here in the third period. So again, I think it's just going to take a sloppy goal here in the third period, maybe a shot from the point, screen out in front, one of those greedy goals where puck is just bouncing out in front of the blue paint. Wranglers whack at it and they get it behind Johnson. Might take something unconventional here, but either way, the Wranglers have to be on their A game against the defending champions in Oklahoma, a very good team in their own right. We saw last night's game go right down to the final minute where the Wranglers spare everybody a few heart attacks and cash in on 2 goals from Zap and McNaughton in the final minute of the third period to lift themselves to victory. Otherwise, that game would have been headed to overtime. So you really never know in hockey, and you especially never know when it comes down to the Wranglers. But so far, it seems like every time in a close game, the Wranglers seem to find a way to come away with the victory. Although, I think if Ryan Henderson had it his way, he wouldn't want to come down to the wire like that. Although, in 1-goal games, the Wranglers are 3-1-1. So, done a pretty good job of holding on in close contests. It's just a matter of finding a way to close this thing out in regulation if you're the Wranglers. I think the next goal in this game is going to be critical. So some players to watch out for. Talked about Jack McDonald in the first period. Watch for him again here on the power play. Ben Ivey seems to be buzzing as well, but again, I really think you got to look at the defense. See DeMarco get a goal. Also look at Nolan Gagnon. He's played quite well. And so I think Trey Williams also has a good chance to find the back of the net here in the third frame. And of course, you always have to point your finger at Connor McNaughton, currently in the midst of goal streak here. 3 goals in his last 2 games, looking to add to it. We'll see who's able to get the job done for the Wranglers. As the Warriors come back out of the tunnel, they are greeted with a shower of boos from the Budweiser bullpen crowd. Wranglers come out of the tunnel. They will skate from right to left. Warriors from left to right, as you see it on NATV. Wranglers wearing their home whites, white jersey with blue numbers, blue lettering, some blue striping, and red stripes as well. Warriors in their road darks. It's a black jersey with gray numbers, gray lettering, some orange trim, coupled with some gray stripes. Not a bad look. See who's able to pull away here in the third period. Again, Wranglers with almost 2 minutes of power play time to open period 3. See if they're able to cash in on that prime scoring opportunity. Could be a critical moment in the game here where you might look back on that moment and say, oh, if only the Wranglers could have scored on that power play at the top of the third period, or, oh man, you know, that could have been a critical moment in the game. We shall see. I look back on it and say, oh yeah, the Wranglers scored on that power play, and that's all she wrote. It's all speculation. All remains to be seen as I and everybody at home will watch on eagerly and see if the Wranglers can get the job done. McNaughton, or make that Papaspropoulos out to take the draw for the Wranglers at the top of the third period. And here we go to start period 3. Puck up for grabs in the neutral zone. Oklahoma comes away with it. They'll skate around with it. Kill some time off the man advantage. To Brenner, who will just smack it into the neutral zone. Takes a funny hop off a board at center ice. Comes back to Oklahoma. So favorable start for the Warriors on the penalty kill. They've already killed off about 30 seconds. Wranglers with possession now. Swing out left side. Gagnon from his own zone. Shimmies away from Bollinger. Drop pass for McDonald. Gains center red, sends it left side for Ivy. Drops it down low for McDonald. He'll chase after it. Beating him to it was Chalmers, and he will lift it back down to McDonough. Minute 09 to go on the power play for Amarillo. Right side, Gagnon gains center red, drops it back for Ivy. Move towards his right, go around a few defenders, looking for Papaspropoulos. They will hammer the puck ahead below the goal line. Warriors try and whip it out, held in by Papaspropoulos. But Warriors will force it back out to the neutral zone as the Wranglers have to regroup. Papaspropoulos comes off for Zap. Left side, McNaughton dumps it down. Playing it is Johnson. Far half wall. Zap meets it. Players converge. Everybody wants a piece of the puck. DeMarco flings it up ahead. Tries to get it to McNaughton, and he does. Puck is still up for grabs along the boards, and the Warriors come away with it. And they will send it back down to McDonough and kill even more time on the power play. Just 15 seconds to go on the man advantage. Maybe one last gasp here on the power play for the Wranglers. As DeMarco slams it in. Comes to Johnson. He'll keep it moving. Gets it to his defense. Send it back out to center. And it'll roll back into the Wranglers zone. And that'll pretty much do it for the man advantage. Zap spins away from pressure at the Warrior line. Drops it off for DeMarco. Just barely able to hold it in. Trunchikov, left side for Williams. Takes a shot at the near point. Blocked. Back to Trey. They'll send it down low for Zap. Centering chance for Trunchikov. Puck is loose at the top of the crease. Warriors sweep it away, but not out. Held by Williams. Tries to center it. Goes off a skate. Warriors come away with it. They'll go left side. Speck finds Vig. He'll look for Allen up ahead. Glances off a stick and goes out of play. Looks like some kid's going to come away with a souvenir here at the top of the third period. So missed opportunity for the Wranglers to start period 3. They don't get a goal on the power play chance. See how they respond here. I mean, sometimes it's not about scoring on the power play. It's about the momentum that's generated from it, even if you don't score. Sometimes it's the moments after a power play that can be lethal. So we'll see what the Wranglers do here with that top line out there of Ivy, Trunchikov, and McDonald. Now here is Tommy Trunchikov. He'll move it right side for Jeffers. Gains center red. Will throw it around to the near side wall for McDonald. Bats it out of the air. Browse it to his skate. Finds Ivy. Works it down low looking for Trunchikov. Goes to meet the puck. Finds Jeffers far point. Sends it down low for Trunchikov. Puck goes past him. Comes to Bollinger of the Warriors. And Oklahoma will emerge from their own zone. Howard will roll it down to the far corner. There's chopped back down below the goal line. Comes to McRoberts. Left side, backhands it up to Trunchikov. Gains the red line. He will dump and chase. Wranglers get a partial change here. TJ Ritchie on for the Wranglers. He will go after the puck in his own zone. Although he's going to get a bit of a rest here. It's going to be an icing on Oklahoma. Just a little under 3.5 minutes gone in period 3. Shot count 25-20 in favor of Oklahoma. Wranglers knocking on the door here. Another offensive zone draw after the icing. Won by Zap. Gets it to Papaspropoulos. Near point, Ritchie skates in, takes a shot. Save made by the paddle of Johnson. Rebound comes to Oklahoma. I'll move it left side towards the neutral zone. Meeting it is Papasropoulos in front of the scorer's table. They'll joust with Sutton. Puck squeaks over to the Warriors, and they will dump it in. Ricky send it around to the far side wall, trying to go after it to Sutton. Comes away with it. Sutton to the circle for a shot that goes wide. Loose puck is picked up by Papasropoulos. He'll try and knock it back to the neutral zone. Warriors will have none of it. They'll spin it back along to the near corner, where Ritchie will meet the puck. Papasropoulos loses the puck at the far half wall. Dancing with it is Sebastian Speck. Tries to backhand one into the crease. Goes through a jostle of people. And Warriors will send it back around to the far side wall. Here's Speck again. Far point. Chesler across. Brenner sachets his way into the high slot. Can't get a shot away. Good defensive play by the Wranglers. They'll go off for a full change. Chesler up ahead looking for Speck. And they will ice the puck. With 15:31 to go in the third period. Shots are 25-21 in favor of Oklahoma. So the Wranglers inching closer to tying that shot count mark, which is a good sign for Amarillo, which means they are having more time of possession than the Warriors. Draw will be at the near circle of the Warriors zone to the right of Johnson. He did take it for the Wranglers as McNaughton. And Oklahoma comes away with the puck. They'll send it around to the far side wall. Racing after it is Allen. Gets to the puck, button hooks. Far corner, drops it back down below the goal line for Speck. He'll skate up ahead. It's pinned up against the boards. Allen to the line for Elliott. Defending him is McNaughton. Forces him to backpedal. Across for Chalmers. He'll take a shot. It's off the stick of Williams. Held in by Elliott. Pressure from the Wranglers here is Allen. Left side, Speck. Takes a shot. It's blocked by Morris. As the Chalmers shot goes wide. Elliott, near point. Will twist it back below McDonough. Warriors trying to work it back up to the point, but it's an errant pass. Nobody was there. They have to regroup at center. Droning carries in, takes a shot. Blocked by Williams. Back to Droning on the wraparound attempt. Just couldn't throw it home. Oh, the net was wide open. Late offside on Oklahoma, and they'll touch up with 14:37 to go in period 3. They'll move the draw to the near circle of the the Warriors zone to the right of Johnson. Jacob Miller will be the representative for Amarillo. Dronin for Oklahoma, and Miller wins it, gets it to McRoberts. Puck goes around the far side wall. Oklahoma escapes their own zone, but now without some pressure from Miller as Howard tries to move it left side, but it's met by McGuire. He'll take a shot, goes up and into the air. Nobody can corral it until Oklahoma's Vig is able to send it out to center ice. Dronin, right side. Homer throws one on goal. Not much of a shot, and it's an easy save for McDonough. He'll hold with 14:10 to go in the third period. Two-two game. It's anybody's contest. As the draw will come into the Wranglers zone, near circle left of McDonough. Ben Ivy will take it for Amarillo. Off the draw, Oklahoma wins it cleanly, and a little too cleanly as it splits the D. Chesler tries to throw it across, hits a skate of his teammate, bounces to Ben Ivy. Right side, Ivy will fling it around the boards to the near side wall of the Warriors zone. McDonald gets it to Chunchikov. On his forehand, gets it to McRoberts near point. He'll send it back down low, looking for McDonald. Puck goes past him. Comes to Bruick. He'll loft it up ahead for Carlisle. Kicks it to Sutton. Sutton shoots. Goes up into the skates of somebody and moves into the near corner. Picked up by Chunchikov. Moves it right side for McDonald. Finds Ivy in the neutral zone. Has to get back to Chunchikov. Pass was too far ahead for him. Oklahoma will send it in. Bounces off a stick that's caught between the boards as Oklahoma on the wraparound attempt. Couldn't get it. Comes to Bollinger. Pad save by McDonough. Back to Bollinger. Far side wall. Tries to go around McRoberts. Henry's able to muscle the puck away with some help from Roman Zap. Zap carries it into the offensive zone. Chases after it now. Puck along the inboards. Kicked away. Right side. Warriors will send it back out to center. Papastropoulos will dance our way from some pressure. Moving towards his right for Zap. Pokes it up ahead for Puukkonen. With his head up on his backhand. Puukkonen to the goal. Oh, and he just couldn't slide it by Johnson. Pad save by the Oklahoma netminder. What a play there by Topi Puukkonen as the Wranglers work it in deep to the near corner. Zap goes down. Chalmers threw him to the ground as Oklahoma will work it back into the Wranglers zone. Williams out to play it. Stretch pass up ahead for Puukkonen. Glances off his stick. Comes to Allen, who will break out left side. Main center red, now Wranglers blue. Moves with speed, but slowed down by the Wranglers. Comes to Williams, will kick it up ahead, looking for Gagnon. Will bounce around a bit. Come to Morris, right side wall. As he will try and tip it to McNaughton, but pass was behind him. Oklahoma picks it up. Sutton leaves it for Spruill. Take a shot, goes off a body. Directed to the right side wall of the Wranglers zone. They will send it all the way down. And that'll be an icing on Amarillo. 11:49 to go in period 3. Tie game, 2 apiece. Shots are 22-26 in favor of Oklahoma. So again, Wranglers creeping closer to tying that shot count. And we'll see what happens here. Drawn back into the Wranglers zone on the icing. Really droned in to take it for Oklahoma. McNaughton for Amarillo. And off the draw, puck bounces around the circle. Wranglers come away with it. Gagnon sends it towards his left, finds Gerhard. Racing Gerhard. Chase after it. It stood up. Helping him out is Luke Morris. Gets it back to Gerhard below the goal line. Gets it back to Morris. Morris turns, shoots, and it's blocked. Puck bounces around a bit, comes back to the sticks of the Warriors, and they will just retreat into their own zone and in turn away for the pressure. Although turnover here comes to Ben Ivy. Hits it to Gerhard, takes a shot. Goes up a stick, pops into the air. Flagged down by Jeffers. Find McDonald at the line. Which is right, finds Jeffers. Far point, takes a shot, and it gets swallowed up by the catching glove of Dylan Johnson. Another stoppage with 11:12 to go in period 3. Tie game, 11:12 to go in the third period. It's anybody's contest. Find out how this one ends when we come back in 1 minute on NATV and YouTube.
This is Trace Day, and you're listening to Wranglers Hockey on YouTube.
Dude, perfect.
Welcome back to the Budweiser bullpen, all tied up at 2. Midway point of the third period, just about to hit. 11:12 to go in period 3 as fans take part of the wave here at the Budweiser bullpen. We will see if the Wranglers can get the job done once again against the defending champs. Ivy wins the draw, 2 cleanly, splits the D. Racing after it is Lucas, or no, not Lucas Jeffers, True Jeffers. They both wear number 7, and both their names start with Jeffers. It's True Jeffers wearing number 7, as here come the Warriors, centering attempt. They'll shoot, and it goes up over the goal of McDonough. They'll send it down below the goal line. McDonald can't corral it. Stopped by Sutton. Pad saved by McDonough. Ooh, marked that one down. Could have saved the game for the Wranglers. Carlisle gets it to the line, across, Chalmers, far point. Now back, near side, Elliott's shot is blocked by Chunchikov. Comes to Bruick, far corner. It's taken away by Jeffers, so backhand it to the neutral zone. It'll bounce past Elliott, and it will be an icing on the Wranglers, so they'll have to stay out there. It'll be a defensive zone draw for Amarillo. 10:23 to go in the third. Draw will be to McDonough's right. Dronin take it against Ivy. Puck is loose off the draw, gets slammed to the far side wall, bounces around a bit, comes to Brenner, top of the circle, takes a shot, save made by McDonough. Rebound comes loose, and it's picked up by Jeffers, and he'll send it back out to center. Two big saves on these last two sequences by Connor McDonough to keep the Wranglers in the game. Right side, Papaspropoulos banks it off the wall, looking for Ivy in the neutral zone. Oklahoma comes away with it. Allen chasing after it, muscling away from him is DeMarco. Kyle gets sent down to the ice, no call. Allen gets the puck taken away, and now a hit is thrown. Allen's down, and the arm is raised. And all indications say that Oklahoma's going to go to the power play. And Wranglers fans voice their displeasure as they are going to take Henry Rick Roberts and sit him down for 2 minutes. So we'll see what the official call is, but not a place that you want to be in if you're the Wranglers in the late stages of the third period. They're shorthanded. That's exactly where they'll find themselves. It's going to be 2 minutes for head contact. 9:44 to go in the third. Wranglers penalty kill unit. It's 3 for 3 so far tonight. See if they can go 4 for 4. Draw out to the left, McDonough, near circle of the Wranglers zone. Zap will be the face-off taker, and he wins it. Puts it off the end wall. Warriors chase after the puck, get it to the line for Chesler. He'll work towards the middle, moving towards his left. We'll send it back towards his right. Shot by Bruick. Save made by McDonough. Rebound goes off the side of the net, and now McDonough is finally able to get a glove on it and melt it down. 14 seconds off the power play. 9:30 to go in period 3. Once again, the draw will be in the near circle of the Wranglers zone. Same face-off takers. It'll be Carlisle against Zap. This time Carlisle wins it. They get it to the line for Chesler. Right side, Bruick sends it down low. Howard across, and the net has come off, and they'll blow it dead. 9:23 to go in period 3. Wranglers might have caught a lucky break, although that shot was going wide anyway. So, again, we will have a face-off in that near circle of the Wranglers zone. Zap is 1-1, Carlisle is 1-1. We'll see who takes the third face-off here on this power play. Who will get the 2-1 edge? It'll be Carlisle. Sends it back up to the line for Chesler, right side. Finds Bruick. Down low, Howard, same play again, back to Bruick. Up at the line, Chesler takes a shot, goes off the glove of McDonough. Corralled by Howard. Send it to the near wall for Bruick. They'll trade places. Bruick up to the line, finds Chesler. Moves left side, Elliott. Drift back up to the far point. Elliott now down low. Finds Carlisle, back up to the line for Chesler. Right side, Bruick at the circle. Flubs on a shot, gets it back to Chesler. A little over a minute to go on the power play. Back to Bruick. Down low, Howard centers it. Sticked away by McDonough. Chasing after the puck is Chesler. He'll hold it in. Spinning with it. Bruick. Near side, far side, Elliott back up to the line, Chesler. Now Carlisle takes a shot, blocked by McNaughton. He'll sweep it away, but not out. Held in by Chesler, fakes a shot, right side. Bruick, back to Chesler. Diving, tries to hold it in, picked up by McNaughton, and he will get the clear. 34 seconds to go on the power play to Oklahoma. Warriors had their chances, but the Wranglers PK unit has been up to the task so far. Right side, Nelson carries it in, drops it off the line for the Oklahoma captain as they chop at it in the slot. Goes above McDonough. Puck is still loose. They'll hack and whack at it. Comes to Sproul. Gets it to Dronin. Sputton back to Dronin. Across. Nelson shoots. Pad save. Rebound comes to Dronin. Gets it to the line. Ricky back to Dronin at the circle. Takes a shot. And he fans on it. Comes to Ben Ivy. 2-on-2 here if they hurry. Ben Ivy, left side, moves in, takes a shot. Pad saved by Johnson. Puck comes to Dronin. Warriors quickly go the other way. Dronin, left side, Sutton shoots off the side of the net, and Ben Ivy goes crashing into the post. And the net will come off, and we get a stoppage with 7:21 to go in period 3. We're back to 5-on-5. Furious action on both ends of the ice. If you think back to last night's game, a couple key saves from Connor McDonough kept the game tied in the late stages of the third period. You can say the same thing here, where a few big saves by Connor McDonough has kept the game tied at 2. Wranglers are certainly going to rely on him throughout the course of the season. He's been excellent so far. As off the ensuing draw, puck comes to the Wranglers. Gagnon will roll it around to Vig, holding it in at the line, gets it back to Gagnon. Wranglers now gain possession in their own zone. Left side, Ivy finds McDonald over the red line. He'll dump and chase. Far corner of the Warriors zone. McDonald throws a hit on Vig, jars the puck loose. McNaughton couldn't corral it, comes to Speck. He'll backhand it further as McDonald throws another hit in the near corner of the Warriors zone. Oklahoma pitches it in. McDonough chops at it, keeps the play moving. Jeffries banks it off the wall, held in by Elliott. He'll throw it off the corner wall. Get it back to Elliott at the line. Throws it towards his right, off the near side boards, gets it to Bollinger. He'll take a shot, and once again, the net's off. Oh boy, that's like the 5th or 6th time in this game. I'm starting to lose count. Certainly can't count it all on one hand how many times that net has come off in this game. And the Wranglers have certainly benefited from that here in the third. 6:29 to go in period 3, still tied up at 2. Warriors are starting to pull away in the shot count department. They now lead that 32-23. So they'll fix that net up and make sure this time it's secure, although I'm starting to have my doubts about that, but we'll see if they can get it done. As looks like the draw is going to be to the left of McDonough in the near circle of the Wranglers zone. It'll be McNaughton against Carlisle for the draw. Carlisle wins it, gets it to the line. Elliott sassays around the defender. He'll move into the circle, takes a shot, pad save by McDonough. He was ready for it. Puck comes back to Elliott. Near half wall, drops it off. Wranglers going after the puck. Comes to Sutton. He'll twist away from Jeffers. Comes away from the pile. Centering pass. Oh, and a good defensive stick by Jack McDonald to break up the one-time attempt from Bruick. He will gain center red and loft it in. Wranglers chase after it. Under 6 minutes to go here in regulation. In the neutral zone, Trey Williams spins away from the pressure of Carlisle, but not before he takes a big hit from the Oklahoma forward. Pukkanen chomps at the puck, just can't corral it. Warriors come away with it. Applying the pressure here is Papaspropoulos. Down goes Carlisle, loses the puck. Wranglers looking to break out. Left side, Zap. Head up, tries to find Papaspropoulos. He'll motion around the defender, picks up the puck in the far corner. Deep in Warrior territory. Wranglers trying to jar the puck free from along the corner, and they do. Only problem is it came to the Warriors. Oklahoma going to break out in the neutral zone. Left side, Chesler goes down, diving. Wanted a tripping call, not going to get it. As Howard flags it down over the Wranglers line. Stealing away from him is McRoberts. Rolled around to Papaspropoulos, couldn't hold it. He'll go off for a change. Oklahoma will reset. Get him to drone in over the offensive line, glances off his stick, and it'll come to Gagnon. So now back and forth we go. Now it's the Wranglers' turn to try and break out. Pass up ahead for McGuire is picked off. Puck up for grabs in the neutral zone. Warriors will work it back to Vig, who will survey the scene. As he will carry it over the blue line. Now center red, making life difficult for him though, is Jacob Miller. Forces him to turn the puck over deep in the Wranglers zone. Oklahoma gets it back. Sebastian Speck steals it away from DeMarco. McRoberts has the puck pinned up against the end wall of the Wranglers zone. Rosa in there trying to fish it out, and he does. Rosa moves towards the near side. Centers one looking for Speck, goes off his skate, comes to McDonough, pad save. Carter's just trying to poke chuck the puck away, and finally he does. Wranglers get mauled in front of their own bench. Trace Day couldn't corral the puck as he was getting chopped at by a few Warriors. Now here he goes chasing after it in the right side of the Warriors zone. Puck rolls to Bollinger. Left side, he moves with speed over center red, gets stood up by Jeffers. Puck comes to Day, and he will send it in, and Day gets taken down yet again, and no call. He will gingerly move towards the bench as Jeffers moves it right side, looks to find Chunchikov in the neutral zone, and they're going to wave that as an icing when really shouldn't have been. Oklahoma had a chance to play the puck, and they didn't, but nonetheless, the draw will come back down to the Wranglers zone. And a 2-2 game, 3:36 to go, 3:26 to go in the third period, excuse me. Looks like the next goal could be the game winner. Ivy will take it for Amarillo. For Oklahoma, the representative will be Drew Sutton. Sutton wins the draw, gets it to Carlisle, back up to the line. Ricky takes a shot. It's blocked out in front. Williams picks up the loose puck, and he will hoist it back out to center and then some as it rolls by Dylan Johnson. Applying pressure was Jack McDonald. Warriors get the play back out to center. Pitch it in, takes a funny hop at the board, centering pass, and Warriors just couldn't get a shot away. Dangerous chance there if the puck took a funny bounce off the near corner boards. From center ice, Ben Ivy will throw it in on Johnson. He'll hold it. It'll be an offensive zone draw for the Wranglers. 2:55 to go in period 3. Oklahoma leads the shot count by 9, 33 to 24. So they just added a shot for the Wranglers on the board. Wranglers are going to go with McNaughton, Gerhard, and Morris. Defensively, you got McRoberts and Gagnon out there for Amarillo. Draws one, comes to McRoberts, near point, shoots, goes off the end wall. Oklahoma picks up the puck, get back out to center. Gagnon will immediately just chip it back in. Oklahoma from center ice, get it to drone in. And Warriors try and move in offensively, but they're offside with 2:34 to go in the third frame. Well, once again, it was going to come right down to the wire. Wranglers have the benefit of playing in front of their home crowd. A lot of energy in the building here. Good crowd here. The Budweiser bullpen. It'll be Roman Zap to take this draw. Out there with him are Papaspropoulos, Pupin, and Jeffers, and DeMarco. Cross directed to boards in front of the Wranglers bench. Move in, left side, Puukkonen into Oklahoma territory. Go around the net. Keeps the puck on his stick. Works up to the point for Jeffers. He'll backhand it back towards Puukkonen. Puck is up for grabs along the boards. Oklahoma works it back out to center. Wranglers resetting here, trying to break out offensively. Get it back out to center ice. Zap goes across, right side for Papaspropoulos. He'll try to jam to himself, and a massive hit by Alex Papaspropoulos, and he is down. Play is still moving. Oklahoma has the puck as they will skate in. Vig, the blue line. Papaspropoulos is still down, and now they finally blow the play dead as massive collision in front of the Oklahoma bench. Looks like it might have been Papaspropoulos and Rosa. Looks like Alex Papaspropoulos caught the worst of that play as he felt the full force of it. He's got back up to his feet under his own power. He will skate towards the Wranglers bench. So now, it's like Ryan Anderson wants an explanation as to what happened on that last sequence. He'll talk over things with the head official. As far as I'm concerned, no penalties were assessed on the play. Got a minute 49 to go in the third period. Looks like the draw will be across from the Wranglers bench, near side of the neutral zone. Ben Ivy will take it for Amarillo. Oklahoma wins the draw. Picking up the puck is Ricky. He'll send it towards his left for Chesler, who will bat it ahead. Rolls around behind McDonough. Williams will keep it moving. Puck is held in by Oklahoma. Near side half wall. Spinning away from the pressure is Carlisle. Gets it to Bruick. Centering pass goes astray. Puck for grabs at center ice. Konchakov chops it ahead. McDonald in, takes a shot, goes wide of the net. A little over a minute to go here in the third period. Fans take up a Let's Go Wranglers chant. Chunchakov takes the puck away, couldn't get the shot off. Puck went wide of the goal. McDonald back to Chunchakov, fans on one-timer. Comes to McNaughton, shoots, blocked. And the Wranglers couldn't corral that bouncing puck. Oklahoma will chop at it and send it back down. It'll be an icing on the Warriors. So Wranglers will be able to get a change. Warriors will have to keep those same men out there. Exactly 1 minute remaining in the third period. Reminder, if nobody scores here, the final minute of regulation, we will head to a 3-on-3 5-minute overtime session. And if that's not enough, it'll be a 3-minute shootout. Looks like a timeout has been called here. It's going to be Oklahoma's timeout. They'll let their guys rest after that icing call. Draw up a play while they're at it. Wranglers will do the same. Head coach Ryan Anderson barking orders at his men. Trying to be prepared here in the final stages of regulation. It's been a wild game here at the bullpen. Once again, coming right down to the wire, opening the scoring. Short-handed was Ben Ivy. 9:12 to go in the first period, makes it 1-0. Then with 2:14 to go in period one, it was Max Vig tying the game up 1 apiece. That's where we were heading into the first intermission. Second period saw 2 more goals for each side. Kyle DeMarco opened the second period scoring on the power play, getting his first goal of the year. 15:24 to go in the second period. Made it 2-1, and then most recent goal came from Riley Bruick. 11:39 to go in the second period to make it a 2-2 hockey game. And that's where we stand at the 59th minute of the hockey game. One minute to go. Off the draw. Warriors slam it back out into neutral zone, then some, goes past Williams, no icing. He will kick it to himself, has trouble locating the puck. Helping him out is Ben Ivy. Puck gets bounced back out to center, will roll into the Warriors zone. They will loft it up ahead, comes to Ivy. Pitches it right side for Gagnon. Looking up ahead for McDonald, puck goes past him. Below the goal line it goes. McDonald steals it back away, centers it for Ivy. Back to McDonald on his backhand, sends it to the middle, and it just couldn't find a stick of a Wrangler. Oklahoma directs it to the far side wall. 20 seconds to go in regulation. Bruick from center ice will pitch it diagonally to the near corner of the Wranglers zone. Last chance here for the Wranglers in regulation. They'll dump it in. After it is McDonald. He's able to try and chop it into the middle, can't do so. Warriors come away with the puck. 2 seconds, 1, and we're headed to overtime. So last minute heroics last night. Not tonight for the Wranglers. It's going to take extra time here in downtown Amarillo. Should be a fun and exciting overtime session for the Wranglers. Wranglers are 2-1 in overtime, as the first game of the season up the NHL Showcase in Blaine ended up being an overtime game where Alex Papaspropoulos scored the overtime winner. And then first game against Odessa, Jackalopes won that game in overtime right here in this building. And then the night afterwards, Jack Ivy scored the overtime winner to give the Wranglers the victory. So we'll see who the hero will be here tonight. Of course, Jack Ivy not in the lineup for the Wranglers, so won't be him. So you look at a few other names along the Wranglers lineup as to who could be the overtime hero. Again, look at Jack McDonald, Ben Ivy, the big-time playmakers for Amarillo. Nolan Gagnon seems to have been getting time in the overtime sessions when the Wranglers have played in overtime. And for him to maybe be a big difference maker. Of course, Roman Zap and Alex Papaspropoulos are always dangerous. Looks like Alex is feeling a lot better now. He's back out on the ice and taking a big hit late in the third period. Connor McDonough has stopped 32 of 34. Dylan Johnson, 23 of 25. Wranglers going with Gagnon, Zap, and Papaspropoulos. Warriors, Carlisle, Chesler, and Dronin. Next goal wins it. Off the draw. Warriors race after it. They'll kick it to the far side boards. Carlisle sends it back to Chesler as they will patiently start the breakout, although Papaspropoulos rushes them with a good forecheck here. Warriors trying to escape the pressure will toss it around for a bit, spin away from Papaspropoulos and work it left side for Chesler, although errant pass comes to the stick of Gagnon, and now the Wranglers will get a chance offensively. And stick of a let's go Wranglers chant. Nolan Gagnon in no pressure will just peel away at his own blue line, reset things here. Left side, head up, tries to go around the defense, and he gets poke checked away. Dronin one-on-one, moves in, save made by McDonough. Unreal save from the Wranglers netminder. We play on. Almost a breakaway for Dronin, one-on-one with the goaltender. There's a massive pad save by Connor McDonough to keep the game alive. Mark that one down if the Wranglers are able to win this game. So Jack McDonald out there with Ivy and Williams. Wranglers taking their time, patiently waiting behind their own net. Ben Ivy meandering his way around in the neutral zone. Now emerging is Trey Williams. Right side, McDonald gains Warriors blue. Drop it back for Ben Ivy. Defensive stick gets in the way. Sutton moving ahead. Gets by Ivy. Sutton to the goal. Save made by McDonough again. And still, we play on. Ben Ivy with the puck now. We'll circle back. Behind McDonough he goes. Warriors get a partial change, as do the Wranglers. Gagnon now behind the net. Off comes Ivy. Now you got Gagnon, Puukkonen, and McNaughton out there for the Wranglers. Left side, McNaughton drop pass, finds Gagnon. Gains center red, now Warriors blue. Skate towards the middle, fumbles the puck, can't get the shot away, rolls towards Johnson, and he'll cover and hold with 2:51 to go in the overtime session. Well, Connor McDonough may have earned himself star honors here tonight with 2 massive saves in overtime. We talked a little bit earlier about what he was able to do in the third period with a few big saves to keep the game tied. Well, those 2 saves right there were huge. 2 breakaway chances shut down by the Wranglers netminder. The Warriors win the ensuing draw. Elliott will wait behind his own net. Drop it off for Carlisle. They'll swing out left side. Warriors look to break out here in overtime. Stolen away by Puukkonen. Left side finds McNaughton, tries to go back to Puukkonen, and he finds him. Puukkonen into the slot, turns, can't get the shot away. Defending him is Bryce Howard. Puukkonen shimmies away on his backhand. Drop pass, shot, score! Connor McNaughton, overtime winner! Wranglers win 3-2. The Cardiac Kids have done it again. Wranglers win in overtime. What an effort by Topi Puukkonen. Never gave up on the play. Was able to find Connor McNaughton back door. He jammed it home. And the Wranglers win at home. Smoke them if you got them. Wranglers win 3-2. Smiles all around in Amarillo, as the Wranglers are once again victorious and extend their winning streak to 3 games. As they will slap their sticks and salute the home crowd, as they are now 2-0 against the Warriors here this season. And they got 3 more games against the Warriors at Blazers Ice Center next weekend for the final half of the 5-game set. Wranglers postgame starts now. Amarillo takes down Oklahoma 3-2 in overtime. And this is a big win for the Wranglers. I mean, you can just feel the excitement just overflowing here in this building from the Wranglers. And what more can you say? Defending champs coming to the building. This is a team that took down the Wranglers in 3 games in the first round of the Robertson Cup playoffs last year. And in their first 2 meetings this season, the Wranglers come away with 2 big wins against a highly skilled Oklahoma team. And it wasn't easy. Warriors made it tough on them. Wranglers had to come back in the final minute with 2 goals to win the game last night. Ended up going to overtime here tonight. And once again, the Wranglers find a way to pull ahead and win in a very tight game. And, you know, from my perspective, that speaks volumes about a young team. Is, can you win in close games against really good teams? So far, the Wranglers have proven, yes, they can. And so this is a big win for the Wranglers moving forward, as we will recap all the scoring from tonight's game. So, opening the scoring in the first period, 9:12 to go in period 1. Wranglers are shorthanded. Jack McDonald's in the box, but Ben Ivy says, you know what, that's not a problem. Watch this. And he does it all on his own, creates a turnover in the Warriors zone, and rifles a shot past Dylan Johnson to give the Wranglers a 1-0 lead shorthanded. It's Ivy's 2nd shorthanded goal this season and his 5th on the year. Afterwards, Oklahoma would tie it up. 2:14 to go in the first period as Max Vig picked up a goal from Bruick and Brenner. Puck was kind of just bouncing around after a shot was saved by McDonough, and Vig was able to put it home. and tie the game up at 1. So we're tied 1-1 at the top of the second period. Wranglers have a 5-minute power play on a game misconduct from Landon Fleming of the Warriors. And so Wranglers at the tail end of the power play with 12 seconds to go are able to capitalize. Kyle DeMarco. Wranglers go point to point, finds Kyle, takes a one-timer, and DeMarco gets his first goal of the season on the power play to give the Wranglers a 2-1 lead. Morris and McNaughton pick up the assist on that goal. And about midway point of the second period, Warriors would tie it up once again as Riley Bruick picks up his second point of the game. This time it's a goal coming from Vig and Sutton to make it a 2-2 game. So we head to the third period, and we're scoreless. Both teams had, well, actually Oklahoma only had one power play opportunity in the third. That was the only opportunity on the man advantage for either side. Or excuse me, the Wranglers actually started the period out with a power play opportunity. They couldn't score then. Then the Warriors had one chance on the man advantage about midway point of the third period. They were unable to score. Wranglers penalty kill goes 3 for 3. And make that 4 for 4 as Amarillo's PK unit comes up big here tonight. So scoreless third period sends us to 3-on-3 overtime. Two massive saves by Connor McDonough keep the Wranglers in this game, and that can't be understated. Is this game would have been over if it not for Connor McDonough. Oklahoma had two breakaway chances. Connor McDonough stoned them cold on both of them, and that led for the Wranglers to score on an opportunity from Topi Pukkanen, who was kind of just muscling his way around in the Oklahoma zone, was able to drive the net, and sent a backhand pass towards Connor McNaughton back door. And Connor McNaughton made no mistake and cashed in. He extends his goal-scoring streak to 3 games. McNaughton with a goal and assist in tonight's game. I believe he was the #1 star out there tonight for the Wranglers. So if I'm going to do my own 3 stars here for the broadcast, #1, got to be Connor McNaughton. Another big showing from the Wranglers forward. Seems like he's turned on the Jets here early on in the season, getting some scoring from number 27, the Wranglers are, and they're trending in the right direction as they've now picked up their 3rd straight win. Second star for me has got to be Connor McDonough. I mean, you think about those 2 big saves in overtime, a few big saves in the third period. Again, this game definitely goes Oklahoma's way, if not for #1 in goals. So second star is going to be Connor McDonough in my book. And then third star, I think we got to go to Ben Ivey. That shorthanded goal was phenomenal. Individual effort gets it done, although, of course, another big game from Kyle DeMarco. Gets his first goal of the season on the power play with his parents in attendance. Got to be a good moment for the DeMarco family here tonight. And smiles all around in Amarillo. So before we sign off, let's take a look at some scores from the South Division and really see what this all means in a very young season. So, looks like Corpus Christi has a 1-goal edge over the Ice Wolves late in Albuquerque, 2-1. About 2 minutes to go in period 3. The Mudbugs and the Brahmas. Ooh, big lead for Lone Star, 5-0. About 5 minutes into the third period, so Mudbugs find themselves down big at NYTEX. And looks like Odessa and El Paso are tied at 0 in the second intermission. So New Mexico lost, would vault the Wranglers higher up into the standings. And of course, if you're a Wranglers fan, you're rooting for El Paso to lose, as El Paso's off to a good start. They're 2nd place in the division right now. And the Brahmas just building onto their lead. Looks like they've got a win wrapped up over at NYTEX, barring a miracle comeback from the Mudbugs. So that's your South Division action here tonight. Appreciate you listening to us here tonight on YouTube and watching on NATV. Now, if you still got your hockey itch not satisfied, you're still looking for another game to listen to, I highly encourage you to go over and check out the Utah Grizzlies audio feed of the ECHL. Good friend of the program, Tyson Whiting, has got the call over in Salt Lake City, or I guess West Valley City is where the Grizzlies play. Last I checked, they were up 3-1 over the Tulsa Oilers, so go check out Tyson. He's one of the best in the business. Of course, he was the one that mentored me last season, so go check him out. Does a great job on the broadcast, and Grizzlies are always a lot of fun to listen to and watch. So still need your hockey itch, go check that out. Tell them Guy sent you, and enjoy some more hockey this evening. And then I think after that, there's still some games going on in Alaska. So, again, put some coffee on the pot, maybe burn some midnight oil, and have some fun on a Saturday night. Wranglers certainly did. They come away with a 3-2 victory in overtime. Shot count was 36-27 in favor of Oklahoma, but did not matter because in the end, the Wranglers got the edge in OT. Well, I think I'm going to sign off, write the post-game story, and probably head to bed, as it's been a busy weekend here in Amarillo. Wranglers will be back in action on Friday at Blazers Ice Center for the first game of a 3-game set against the Oklahoma Warriors. See how that one goes. Check it out on NATV and YouTube. We'll have all the action here for you on those platforms. Well, final score from Amarillo. Wranglers win 3-2 in overtime. I'm Guy Chiarenza saying so long and good night from the Budweiser bullpen.